best of high school sports here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. We want to say thanks to all the community-spirited businesses who bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Good evening and welcome to Loop City, Nebraska, our site for a girls and boys basketball doubleheader tonight on KBBN 95.3 FM, kbbn.com, as well as our streaming platforms, which include YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. My name is Jeremy Scheib. I'll be joined shortly by my broadcast partner, Brent Apperson. So glad to have you along tonight, folks, for a couple of broadcasts that should be a lot of fun. We'll have the boys up first this evening between Arcadia, Loop City, and Anselmo, Myrna. And before we get too deep into the broadcast, we want to start our evening by thanking the sponsors that make this coverage possible to you. They include Joe's Market, the Anselmo Myrna Boosters, Lines Appliance, BD of Broken Bow, Muddy Creek Auto, Geared for Sports, Loop Agency, Loop Realty, Johnson Hunt and Fish, Loop City Lumber, Citizens Bank and Trust, Nebraska State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Grocery Cart, Custer Federal State Bank, Trotter Service, Mead Lumber, Shelter Insurance Agent Brent Custer, A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping, Squire Septic Service, Arrow Seed, Team Physical Therapy, Agland ATV, Mead Lumber, Palmer Monument, Geared for Sports, Agland ATV, Grocery Cart, Lines Appliance, Viero Wireless, the Foo Bar and Grill in Anselmo, First Nebraska Bank, Moshka's Building Center, and Dewey's Implement and Welding. Again, folks, if you have some family members that want to watch or listen from a distance, remind them that they can do so online anywhere in the world on kbbn.com or on the free KBBN app. Our YouTube page is titled KCNI/KBBN, and our Facebook page is Sandhills Express. We'll take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll welcome in Brent Apperson to the broadcast and talk about the matchups ahead of us this evening on KBBN.
Help farmers focus on the things they can control, like corn trait seed that works best in their fields. A winning strategy starts with Golden Harvest corn that contains genetics with the most above and below ground insect protection available today. Golden Harvest corn with AgriSure Duracade trait technology for corn rootworm provides protection with a unique mode of action.
Contact Brandon Miller of Myrna to find your local Golden Harvest seed advisor.
Just as all the athletes show hard work and dedication throughout the season, the Anselmo Myrna Booster Club is dedicated to supporting them. They want to express their encouragement to all the teams, not only during game time, but also during every practice, every drill, every rep, every challenge. A lot goes into each time you compete, and the boosters are very proud of you. Good luck from the Anselmo Myrna Boosters.
Lines Appliance in Broken Bow has some awesome TVs available. They would be a perfect gift right now with the extra time we're spending at home. Lines has Samsung TVs from 32 inches all the way up to 85 inches. Use a new TV to stream high school sports. It's easier than ever with the smart TVs they have at Lines. Delivery and installation is available when you choose Brent and his crew at Lines. Don't head out of town. Local stores like Lines Appliance are ready to get you what you need. Lines Appliance in Broken Bow, open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday.
BD would love for you to be a part of their great team. They offer competitive wages, a team environment, and day one benefits. Some include health, life, dental, tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply online at bd.com/careers. BD loves supporting youth sports and the bright student athletes who work hard to compete in every contest. Remember bd.com/careers to start your journey to being a part of their great team.
Muddy Creek Auto in Broken Bow is very proud of the local athletes that have shown such focus in the classroom and in the gym this season. Well done. All of your hard work has paid off, and you should be proud too. When looking for a dependable vehicle, it's as easy as stopping at Muddy Creek Auto in Broken Bow. They love finding their customers a vehicle perfect for what they need. Enjoy the broadcast, brought to you in part by Muddy Creek Auto in Broken Bow.
There's no reason to struggle with your shopping list, especially when you have a sports fan or athlete to shop for, and Geared for Sports is there for you. Right now, save 20% off sports equipment and 15% off regular priced apparel. Geared for Sports has Husker wear, fan gear, and a great selection of awesome Under Armour. Plus, with convenient hours, you can head in and shop when you have time. Monday to Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 10 to 4, plus Sunday, noon to 4 through Christmas. Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow.
We welcome you back to Loop City as we get ready for this broadcast of boys basketball to start our evening between the Arcadia Loop City Rebels and the Anselmo Myrna Coyotes. Welcome in my broadcast partner, Brent Apperson. Good evening, Brent.
Hi, Jeremy.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm here inside my alma mater.
Oh, there you go. I didn't have time this time to walk through the hallways and find another embarrassing picture of you. I just wanted to let you know that.
I made sure that you stayed busy so that you would not have the opportunity to do that. Because I've noticed that every time you show up to Loop City High, somehow there is a picture of my past that shows up on social media. So I hope that will not be the case tomorrow.
Well, you were such a star student at Loop City High School.
Oh, yeah, what a star.
That your picture is just hung all over the place.
Yeah, yep.
Well, we've got a couple of good games ahead of us tonight. The boys' game before the girls' game tonight, which is obviously a little bit different than most of us are used to. We're not sure the reason for that, but you know what? I think the big thing that everyone is talking about is the fact that these games are being played.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have the attendance restrictions in place, and so because of that, we're so thrilled to be here, not just bringing the game to you on radio, but also being able to provide the live video stream. You mentioned the sponsors who are making that happen tonight. So for those of you watching and listening, we welcome you aboard, and we're glad that we can bring you the sight of the game as well as the sound of the game here tonight. Yeah, limited attendance, but like you said, the kids are playing, and boy, we go back to when this all started in the month of March. Didn't know if we were going to have a boys state basketball tournament at the end of last winter sports season. They got that in. Of course, you had the track season and the spring sports season all canceled. Question coming into the fall, we were able to make it through the fall sports season, and now we've started the winter sports season. So you just realize that you don't take things for granted anymore. And so you're just so thankful to be able to watch these kids have the opportunity to play.
Well, you know, you mentioned the boys state basketball tournament was kind of when the COVID-19 thing kind of reared its head for the first time. And now we're here at the start of the very next season. And, you know, in a way, things have kind of gone full circle. We're still kind of trying to navigate those waters together as a society. But it's great to see these kids out on the court being able to warm up and get ready for the game. I think we'll have a lot of fun here tonight in Loop City. The first game up is going to be the boys' game. Arcadia Loop City comes into this one at 1-1, and Selma Myrna comes in at 0-2. Now, you've been able to see Arcadia Loop City already this season, a game that they lost to Broken Bow 53-41 to open up their season. What did you see from the Rebels in that one?
Well, we saw speed. You're going to see that again tonight. This is a quick Arcadia Loop City team. Didn't shoot the ball extremely well in their season opener. Now, we did not see them the next night when they played Pleasanton, but we looked at the numbers. We saw the score. Obviously, they shot the ball much better in their second game of the season when they won 65-25 over Pleasanton. But this is a team with strong guard play. They're going to really defend you, especially out on the edge. And you know, I was talking about this with some other folks as we got the basketball season started. You know, you can X and O everything, and you can draw up this play, and you can draw up that play. But at the end of the day, you got to put it through the hoop, right? Mm-hmm. And Arcadia Loop City was able to do that in the second game of the season, not so much in the first game when they struggled a little bit offensively, especially in the second half. So we'll see how they're able to come out and shoot the ball tonight.
You folks that are watching on video stream are watching the Rebels warm up right now. They're shooting a lot of balls from outside the three-point line, and Drew Lewandowski has attempted 19 three-pointers so far this season in just 2 games, so watch for him to be firing the ball up a lot this evening. Let's talk a bit about the Coyotes, Brent. Of course, it's well documented the success that this team had last year. Now they got to go out and reload and put some different names out there on the court. started a little bit slow this season, 0-2, a heartbreaker against Paxton to open the season, a 1-point loss.
Yeah, that was really tough. As you mentioned, just a 1-point loss to Paxton, a game that was actually played at North Platte Community College to start the season, and then they follow that up with the number 1 ranked team by several publications in Class D2 in Mullen. So they played strong competition. Like you said, a team last year and really the last couple of years that has had a lot of experience. They were senior-led a year ago when they made it to a district final for the second year in a row. So we're going to see some new faces, but every time you see new faces, you see kids that have an opportunity to make it their time. And so we'll get to see some of those kids and see how they play tonight for the Coyotes.
Anselmo Myrna led by Dalton DeRee, putting in 7.5 points per game, and Wyatt Lambertson right behind him with 7 a game. We'll take another commercial break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the starting lineups for this boys basketball game between Arcadia Loop City and Anselmo Myrna.
Loop Realty is the place to call for all your insurance and real estate needs, offering home, farm, auto, crop, commercial, and specialty line coverages like animal mortality or special events coverage. Loop Agency will be happy to give you a free insurance review. While the competition may sell insurance, Amy and Tina write insurance and sell service. Loop Agency Loop Realty, Loop City, Nebraska, 745-1097 or www.looprealty.com.
No matter what hunting season is around the corner, you should be headed to Johnson Hunt and Fish in Loop City to prepare. Great customer service, a knowledgeable staff, and competitive pricing mean you're on your way to a great outdoor experience. From hunting gear and fishing gear to licenses and park permits, go see Johnson Hunt and Fish in Loop City, 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on South Highway 58. They're proud to help bring you this broadcast.
Loop City Lumber is your full-service lumber yard located at 904 O Street in Loop City. And they're happy to support the Arcadia Loop City Rebels by sponsoring this radio broadcast. Owners Scott and Stacy Tencher want you to know that Loop City Lumber offers materials and advice for all your needs. From metal buildings, new home buildings, and newly added floor covering section, they're ready to serve you. At Loop City Lumber, helping bring you this high school sports action.
Citizens Bank and Trust provides superior financial service with honesty, professionalism, and confidentiality while promoting economic growth and stability in the communities they serve. With convenient locations in St. Paul, Loop City, and Central City, all locations are experienced in real estate, agriculture, commercial, and consumer lending, offer savings, deposit checking accounts, debit cards, and online mobile banking. Citizens Bank and Trust are proud supporters of all student activities. Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And we welcome you back to Loop City High School, getting ready for Game 1 of our doubleheader between Anselmo Myrna and Arcadia Loop City. Boys game is up first, and it's time now for your starting lineups. Brought to you by Joe's Market in Loop City, your local community connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. By shopping Joe's Market each week, you keep your dollars in the local economy, and you embrace what makes them different from larger national competitors. Make Joe's Market your destination in Loop City. And with your starters, here's Jeremy.
All right, let's go ahead and start with the starting lineup for the visiting Anselmo Myrna Coyotes. Their starting lineup will go like this. Carson Liebhart, number 1. He is a 6'3" senior. Dalton DeRee, wearing number 10, a 6'3" junior. Garrett Porter, a 5'10" junior, wearing number 13. And Wyatt Lambertson rounds out the starting lineup for the Coyotes. He is 6'2". He is a junior, wearing number 23. We'll have the starting lineup of the Arcadia Loop City Rebels after this commercial break.
Nebraska State Bank. If there's anything that 2020 has taught us, it's that we should be thankful for the simple things in life. A safe home, a healthy family, and the support of a caring community. I urge you all to take a minute to think about the good things in your life and to start 2021 off with a grateful mindset. On behalf of the entire Nebraska State Bank family, we wish you and your loved ones a very happy holiday season. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
If you're having a party or celebration, you need food and drink for your guests. Come and see us at the grocery cart. We're ready to help at the deli and the GK Wine and Spirits. In the deli, you can't beat delicious Chester's chicken or order a meat and cheese tray. You can't beat the convenience of a smoked rack of pork ribs either. Then stop by the GK Wine and Spirits for savings on your favorite beers, wines, or spirits. For any get-together, stop at the deli and the GK Wine and Spirits shop inside the grocery cart in Broken Bow.
When you want the very best, go see Trotter, where you'll always get more for your dollar. We're your little friendly store, and we're right next door. That's what we're here for. Go see Trotter.
Trotter Service is your #1 partner in keeping your operation running smoothly. Whether you need a new battery, brakes, an alignment, or any other repair, they have a specialist that'll get it done right. Can't get away from the farm or ranch? They offer bulk oil and fuel delivery, and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to work with the farmers and ranchers of the area. Trotter's Tire Pros. West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Custer Federal State Bank has been a home lender since their inception in 1925. They continue their commitment to this day, offering conventional loans, first-time homebuyer loans with grant funds available for down payment assistance, construction loans, and home equity loans. Remember, unlike many traditional lenders, they utilize secondary market funding to offer long-term fixed interest rates in all markets, including ag, commercial, business, and home. Custer Federal State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans are subject to credit approval. One thing we definitely desire perfection on is our vehicles. You want something that gets you to where you're going comfortably while looking great. Whether storm damage, deer damage, or insurance claim, take your ride to Rod's Body and Paint Broken Bow. They're the collision specialist. You should call 308-872-5346. Offering over 42 years of experience, they'll get you back on the road quickly without sacrificing quality. From dings and dents to full replacement and auto glass repair. Rod's Body and Paint, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Loop City. Now let's take a look at your starters for the Arcadia Loop City Rebels. They go like this. Number 3, Preston Rogers. He'll be zooming all over the court this evening. He is a junior, standing 5'11". Vince Urich is a junior as well, standing 6 feet tall, wearing number 5 tonight. Jaden Scott, number 15. He is 5'11", a senior. Clayton Detlefs is another senior on this Rebels squad. He is wearing number 21 this evening and stands 6 feet tall. Also 6 feet tall is Drew Lewandowski. He is a senior, wearing number 23. Arcadia Loop City is coached by Aaron Habe. He is assisted by Tony Catchlin and Cohen Lewandowski. And Selma Myrna is coached by Brent Myers. He is assisted by Matt Huseman and Dusty Chandler. Well, Brent, here we go. Ready for some basketball action on this Tuesday night. Starting with the boys' game here this evening. If you're just tuning in with us, folks, no, you didn't miss the girls' game. It is coming up after this one. The Coyotes will be working left to right. Arcadia Loop City right to left for you radio listeners that are imagining the court. Arcadia Loop City wins the tip, and Preston Rogers will bring it across the timeline. Preston drives into the lane, now kicks it out. Arcadia Loop City works it around. Lewandowski drives through, now kicks it off on the far side to Detlefs, and he walked with it. Now the Coyotes with their first offensive possession. Garrett Porter with it. Facing a little bit of three-quarter court press here from the Rebels. Leaphart with it, fires it across the court. They work it down in the short corner. And now back up top. With it far side and driving in, putting up a shot but can't get any rim is Garrett Porter. And Arcadia Loop City quickly the other direction. Leaphart tried to draw the charge, but firing it up over the top of him was Vince Urich for our first points of this evening's game. Coyotes try to work into their offense against this press of Arcadia Loop City. They do break it, and trying to dribble it down was Wyatt Lambertson. Was looking for the post-to-post pass, but it's kicked out of bounds. About a minute gone here in the first quarter in the boys' game. Leaphart inbounds it, and AM quickly works it around to Garrett Porter. Garrett dribbles back outside, gets it into Duree. Duree looking to make a post move, kicks it across the lane to Wyatt Lambertson, who kicks it back out to Leaphart. They work it around to the far side. Garrett Porter with it again. Uses the dribble, now loses it. Back up to Leaphart. Now near side to Quentin Myers. Nothing really inside for Anselmo Myrna against this Arcadia Loop City defense so far. Trying to get something going was Lambertson, and AM turns it over. Back quickly come the Rebels. AM does a good job of getting back on defense, but now driving in untouched is Urich, and he scores another 2.
As a good skip pass by Detlefs. Urich then took it from the top of the key, able to drive and score.
AM tries to move it quickly down to DeRee, but ALC rips it away again and earns themselves another possession. Up 4-0 with 6 to go here in the first quarter. It's a three-pointer from Rogers on the near side. Rims out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Lambertson. Myers with it near side. A play point. Rogers D'ing him up. Now Liebhart with it far side. One dribble looking down inside. Nothing down there. Rebels really shutting it off well. Pass into the short corner is controlled by Lambertson, but he's in the deep corner and has to try to save it. Somehow the Coyotes hold on to it and get it down to DeRee in the lane. DeRee jump stop and scores 2.
Yeah, good post move by Dalton DeRee, able to get position, then able to finish.
Detlef's almost lost it in the corner for the Rebels on the fast break. Now Preston Rogers, a dribble behind the back. Nothing there. Good defense for Myers. Now ALC has to throw it back up top. Preston Rogers with it. Dribbles around the top, and we've got a foul whistled against Quentin Myers. Coming in for Arcadia Loop City, Trey Van Slyke. Also, Peyton Garltz comes into the game. Rogers to inbound it. Gets it into Jaden Scott. Jaden across the timeline, and with 5 minutes to go, Arcadia Loop City looking to extend their 4-2 lead. Scott, nothing inside. They kick it all the way around to Van Slyke. His three-pointer is short. Good rebound inside by Liebhart. Liebhart works it up, gets the pass through to Garrett Porter. Now they look into the lane. DeRee controls it, fires it to the opposite corner, and the post shot from Wyatt Lambertson right in the middle of the lane goes in. We've got a tie game at 4.
Yeah, good move to the middle of the lane by Lambertson, able to free himself up just enough to get the shot up and in.
Scott dribbles into the lane for ALC. Nothing there, so they kick him back out. Rogers skip pass over to Lewandowski. Now back to Preston Rogers. Rogers tries to cross over, but is stripped by Quentin Myers. Now we've got a fast break. Myers tries to feed it across the lane to Liebhart, but it's poked away by the Rebels.
Yeah, good steal by AM, and then the hustle by Jaden Scott to break up the fast break opportunity. So AM will have to inbound on their own baseline.
Carter Johnson into the game for Anselmo Myrna. Liebhart will get a rest. AM inbounds it all the way up to Myers. Now near side to Porter. Porter staring down Scott, now dribbles. Little pick and roll, trying to get inside is Lambertson. But the ball's going the other way. They say he stepped on the baseline.
Yeah, Wyatt, like you said, on the pick and roll, able to receive the pass, and then it looked like his right foot slipped a little bit. That kind of took him off momentum, and he ended up stepping on the baseline.
Jaden Scott will bring it up for ALC. Now fires near side to Rogers. Rogers crosses over, and they're going to call an offensive foul. They say Preston Rogers. Oh, actually, no, they don't call it on Rogers. They call the moving screen, so that's going to go against Peyton Garltz. So now AM can take the lead on this possession. If they score anything, it's a 4-4 game here in the first quarter. Dalton DeRee pulls up from 15, hits back rim. That was a good-looking shot, though, Brent. He's got a pure-looking form. Preston Rogers wants to take it all the way, dribbles all the way in, can't get the friendly roll on the home Loop City court. DeRee pulls it down and will lead the break. Now holds up and passes it over to Myers. Quentin calls out the play. Now works it into the lane. Beautiful pass into Dalton DeRee, who scores 2. And Dalton's got it going early.
Yeah, he's got 4 of the 6, and like you said, a nice pass to set it up.
Jaden Scott dribbles into the lane and puts up a shot. Myers thought he got all ball. Excuse me, that was Garrett Porter down there, but they called the contact on the arm, and we'll have our first free throws of the game as Jaden Scott heads to the charity stripe. Scott's first shot up and good. Boy, with the reduction in crowd size, you really feel a lot of pressure as a broadcaster when it's quiet when the player's at the free throw line, don't you? I feel like I'm being rude saying stuff while he's at the line shooting. Scott's second is off the side rim, no good. Wyatt Lambertson pulls down the tough rebound. Up to Myers, who calls out The play from the far side wing. Gets it up top to Porter. Porter loses his dribble, back out to Myers. Scott on him, and a miscommunication on the play to DeRee. Myers lobbed it down to DeRee, but he wasn't there, and it floats out of bounds back to ALC.
Yeah, DeRee trying to pose, got the defender on his hip, but the lob just a little bit out of reach.
Preston Rogers brings it up for the Rebels. Nice feed inside to Vince Urich, but good defense down low by the Coyotes results in him kicking it out. Now they work it back down to Garltz. Garltz is going to be fouled. Good pressure immediately as soon as the ball is entered into the block from the Coyotes on both of those attempts by the Rebels. Now it'll be an inbounds play on the baseline for Preston Rogers. Fires it in and then gets it right back as he runs inbounds. Dribbles behind the back, drives in against DeRee, shoots it up. It's no good. Weak side rebound is pulled down by Porter. Porter works it up to Myers, who looks weak side. Can't get it to anyone, but doing a good job of saving it in was Carter Johnson. Dalton DeRee with it now near side. Kicks it back out to Myers, who holds it and sets it up. Coyotes get into position. Little pick and roll action again. Gets it down to DeRee on the near side block. Nothing there. Gets it to Lambertson. Shoots it, but leaves it short. Rebound to Arcadia Loop City. Preston Rogers with a head full of steam. Kicks it off. No look pass to Garltz. Kicks it back out to Rogers. Wants the three and got the three. And we've got a official timeout. The official wanted the at least the explanation I heard from my headphones was he told Peyton Garltz to let the ball go through the hoop and let Anselmo Myrna grab it rather than grabbing it himself and rebounding it after a made shot. So he makes that note to the scorers table, and we're underway again. Under 2 minutes to go here, first quarter. Getting caught in a tough position was Carter Johnson, but good presence of mind there to know he had two defenders right next to him and just fires it off a defender's leg.
Yeah, all he could do to save the possession. Good double team as Van Slyke came over to help, and Carter just throws it off the leg of the defender as AM resets the offense.
Quentin Myers drives baseline, is tripped up, and we've got a blocking foul against the Rebels. Good job by Quentin Myers putting the defense on their heels with a little bit of speed towards the baseline. Dalton DeRee to inbound it. AM stacks everyone up across the line, and the ball's going to be intercepted by Jaden Scott, who fires it up. A no-look pass, essentially, to Van Slyke, who can't get the layup to go. Pulling down the rebound as Detlefs. He kicks it out, and the three-pointer is good by Vince Urich. And it looks like we've got a foul away from the ball. They score the bucket, and looks like the foul's going to be called on Wyatt Lambertson on the weak side would-be rebound. The ball went in, but Lambertson, in trying to fight for position, committed the foul. Arcadia Loop City with an 11-6 lead, 1:20 to go here, first quarter. The boys' game is the first game of these two here for you this evening. The girls' game will follow. Now the officials having a little bit of discussion here. And now they'll talk to Coach Myers a little bit about it before we get back underway.
Well, this has been a big run now for Arcadia Loop City. Back-to-back threes. They had a wide open layup that they missed, but when you get the offensive rebound and kick it out for a three, that'll work.
That will work. Another three up now by Van Slyke, and he knocks it home. So Trey Van Slyke warming up from behind the three-point line. Now Quentin Myers tries to find room and splits the double team, but it's turned over, and going the other direction is Lewandowski, who lays it up and in, and now the lead balloons to 10 for Arcadia Loop City. Minute to go, first quarter. Myers with it in the front court for Anselmo Myrna. This time splits the double team successfully, misses the shot, and Lambertson pulls down the rebound. AM another possession now. 45 seconds to go for the Coyotes. They work it up top to Myers. Calls out the play. Wants to drive, now does a step-back three-pointer and splashes one home. Beautiful looking shot there from Quentin Myers. Got the defense just a little bit off kilter and fired it in from three.
Huge shot because that stops what was an 11-0 run by Arcadia Loop City.
Lewandowski across the top for Arcadia Loop City. They work it now in the corner to Van Slyke. He works it back up to Lewandowski, and Drew backs it out. 10 seconds to go. Arcadia Loop City looks for the last shot. Scott with it now. Gets a screen. Jaden pulls up from the free throw line and can't get the friendly roll, and the first quarter clock expires. So at the end of one, it's Arcadia Loop City at 16 and Selma Myrna at 9. We'll take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, it'll be second quarter action here on KBBN, on YouTube, and on Facebook and Twitter.
Here comes the chilly season. Are you already noticing some cold drafts coming into your home, chilling the air? Don't make your heating system work harder than it needs to. Talk to Mead Lumber in Broken Bow about insulation solutions to keep the cold where it belongs, outside. The helpful staff at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow can offer solutions that will save you money when the weather gets chilly. Talk to them today, East Highway 2, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Shelter Insurance's auto rates are falling. See Agent Brent Custer for details.
Welcome back to Loop City as we get ready for second quarter action here on KBBN, as well as our video streaming platforms. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in, no matter whether you're listening on the radio or watching on one of those video options. Glad to have you along. We've got several video streaming opportunities ahead of us so far this season. We'll call them opportunities because we're really enjoying bringing this video content to you, and we wish we could have you here in person, but we hope that we get as close to feeling as in person as possible. AM throws it away on their opening possession of the second quarter, and Arcadia Loop City quickly turns back the other way. Lewandowski puts up a corner three. It's no good, and Quentin Myers pulls down the rebound and wants to push for the Coyotes. Myers into the front court, has it poked away. Preston Rogers grabs it and is quickly fouled by the Coyotes. Just underway here in the second quarter with a 16-9 lead for Arcadia Loop City. Scott will bring it up for the Rebels. Gets a screen at the top and drives into the lane. Nothing there. Has to kick it out to Lewandowski, who drives in, puts up the layup. No good. They kick it quickly out to Rogers, who puts up the three. He can't get it to go. And this ball's going to go off of the Coyotes as Garrett Porter just couldn't quite control it. Rogers will inbound it for Arcadia Loop City. Gets it up top. The three-pointer is up from Urich. Left it short. And Dalton DeRee pulls down the rebound, and he is fouled trying to work the ball up the court. Immediate pressure is being shown by Arcadia Loop City. As soon as Selma Myrna gains possession, they're right into that press.
Yeah, both teams have played good, solid man-to-man defense so far tonight.
Quentin Myers has his pass picked off by Lewandowski and commits a foul as Lewandowski comes down with it and drives forward. Visibly upset after that foul was committed.
I think that's the third on Quentin. It is.
And the scores table agrees with you, so we'll have a substitution here. Carter Johnson will come in for the Coyotes as Arcadia Loop City sets to inbound it. Scott will continue to be the point guard for ALC. He's double teamed as he dribbles into the lane. Lewandowski wants a three. Back rim. Rebound is fought for, and this will go off of the Rebels. The Coyotes have earned possession.
Yeah, Urich and Jaden Scott, both wearing the ALC uniform, were battling each other for the ball, and they kind of smiled at each other as if to say, I didn't know that was you. Otherwise, I wouldn't have fought so hard for the ball, and maybe we would have come up with it.
Now as Selma Myrna gets the ball across the half-court line, ALC tries to put them in a trap, and a foul is committed. That's going to be the second on Clayton Detlefs. And we're going to have a travel call as trying to make something happen in the lane was Carter Johnson, and I think he just drug that pivot foot a bit.
Yeah, I feel for Carter on that one. Got bumped a little bit, then just kind of lost his balance and got whistled for the travel. Unofficially 7th turnover of the first half for AM.
Rogers, good patient offense from ALC as they try to work something inside. Now Scott will pull up from 3 after the kick out. It's no good. Now the fight for the rebound, pulled away by Lambertson. Good strength there by Wyatt. And here come the Coyotes. Garrett Porter will play point guard over to Lambertson. Now in the quarter to Johnson. Carter down on the block to Dalton Duree. Dalton shoots over the triple team. The shot is no good. Preston Rogers with the rebound, and he's off and running. Ball goes off the foot of the defender. No whistle on the kick ball, and taking advantage was Dalton Duree, who lays it up and in.
For Dalton, he's got 6 now to lead AM.
Here come the Rebels. Dribble is lost on the far side by Lewandowski. Now they work it near side to Detlefs. His pass intended for Scott is poked away. Good presence of mind there from Garrett Porter. It looked like he had eyes in the back of his head there. Just stuck his arm out there and got the deflection. Under 6 to go here in the first half. It's a 5-point game. Arcadia Loop City leads it 16-11 over in Selma Myrna. Rebels with the ball. Driving into the lane, going for the jump stop and getting the 5-foot jumper to go is Jaden Scott. Nice looking play there in the lane. Liebhart with it. Now fires it back to Porter, who brings it across the timeline, has his pass intercepted. Beautiful play is made, and getting it to roll in was Lewandowski, but that was all caused by Trey Van Slyke. He got the interception and then left his feet and tried to fire it back in and was successful, and it results in 2 for Arcadia Loop City. Timeout on the floor, 5:24 to go here in the first half. It's a 20-11 lead for Arcadia Loop City. Back after this.
Landscaping is proud of their over 25 years of dedicated service, and they look forward to having the opportunity to serve you with experienced, reliable service. Have some pesky cedar trees? They do removal. Of course, remember them when the weather warms up because a passion for landscaping runs in their veins. Rock beds, boulders, retaining walls, leveling, and more. A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping is proud to support the athletes of Central Nebraska by sponsoring this broadcast.
Welcome back to Loop City. Jeremy Scheip and Brent Apperson with you. Also want to thank our video camera technician tonight. Is that the term you've been using? Video producer. That's what you've been saying.
Yeah, I think that's the term I've given you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trey Hurlbert is helping us on the video camera this evening. We're really excited to be working with the Broken Bow Sports Network and some of their kids that are involved in that program at Broken Bow. They're going to be helping us with some games on our sports schedule that will be videoed this year. So excited to have Trey along. And Selma Myrna with the possession. The ball is slapped away. Jaden Scott controls it for a moment. Now it's slapped away again, and here come the Rebels who finally control it. Scott with it back again at the top of the key. Works it over to Van Slyke, who fires away. Back rim no good, and this is going to be an over-the-back call if I'm guessing correctly. And it is going to be a pushing foul against Jaden Scott. Scott went pretty vertical, but there was a little bit of contact before he left the ground. So that'll be a foul call on him, his first. Liebhart brings it up, and we've got a kick ball against Jaden Scott. So the Coyotes will inbound it on the near side.
I think another important moment now for Anselmo Myrna. Arcadia Loop City went on a 11-0 run earlier in the half, got a lead of 10, and then AM scored 5 in a row. Well, now they're down by 9. Can they find an answer again?
Duree works it on the near side to Liebhart. His three-pointer is no good. Now Arcadia Loop City runs it back the other direction. A runner in the lane for Lewandowski is slapped away by the Coyotes, and now Liebhart controls it across the midcourt line. Liebhart drives baseline, loses the ball. Now looks for a teammate. Nice cut inside by Wyatt Lambertson, but he can't get the layup to go. Good job by Liebhart finding him as well. And Selma Myrna almost gets the ball as Arcadia Loop City tried to work it back up the court, but the Rebels retain possession.
Yeah, that was a great pass by Liebhart. Lambertson on a real good, strong cut to the rim, but just not quite able to finish.
Preston Rogers back into the game. Scott will remain the point guard for Arcadia Loop City as they enjoy a 9-point lead here with 4:20 to go in the first half. Scott out to Van Slyke, now gets it back on the far side wing. Lewandowski over there ready in the receiving position, but Scott getting the call from Coach Abe. Now it's a high post look. The give and go to Scott, now kicks it out to Van Slyke, who sets and can't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Lambertson. Here come the Coyotes. Porter controls it, now over to Liebhardt on the far side wing. Liebhardt works it into Dury. Dury immediately double team, spins out of it, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Scott the rebound for the Rebels. He works it up to Preston Rogers. Rogers may have gotten away with a shuffle of the feet there as he drove into the lane. He kicks it back out to Scott. Scott can't get the roll on the three-point attempt. Lambertson another rebound out to Liebhardt. Liebhardt, beautiful pass into Dalton Dury, who has it slapped away by Preston Rogers, who immediately runs back the other way. Looking for the pass from Lewandowski, but Lewandowski holds it up. Now they work it around to Rogers, who drives across the top of the lane. Hands it off to Lewandowski. Kicks it out to Van Slyke, now top to Scott. Lewandowski near side again. Drew drives in. Good tough defense there from Lambertson. Now they work it to Garltz, and it's slapped away. Lambertson, beautiful defense again, steals it away. And now the ball is through the hands of Brant Schmidt, who's into the game for Anselmo Myrna. Couldn't control the fast pass from Wyatt Lambertson. Turnover against the Coyotes and a timeout on the floor. With 3 to go here in the first half, it's Arcadia Loop City 20 and Anselmo Myrna 11. Back after this on the Thunderbird, KBBN.
These are right up there on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squires Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units too. Squires Septic Service of Myrna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
Three to go here in the first half. Jeremy Scheip and Brent Apperson with you here from Loop City. 22-11 again is your score. Arcadia Loop City with the lead and with the ball. Preston Rogers with the ball. Works it far side to Van Slyke and gets it back immediately. Now up top, gets a handoff from Detlefs. Lewandowski has the ball slapped away. Beautiful defense again from Lambertson. Active hands earns a possession for the Coyotes. Lambertson works it up to Porter and gets the ball back. Drives on the sideline, now goes into the short corner, trying to work it in to Dalton Dury, and they call a travel on Lambertson. Don't know if I completely agree with that one, Brent. I don't know if the far side official had the angle to see that he was picking it up and firing it immediately to Dury, but as it stands, it's a turnover against the Coyotes. Van Slyke with it for Arcadia Loop City. Gets it down in the post. And now they work it around to Lewandowski, who puts up a three and splashes it home.
Well, just lost track of Lewandowski, who had set up in the corner. Urick did a good job of finding him, and Lewandowski able to splash it for the fourth three of this half now for Arcadia Loop City.
Lamberton had worked the ball down into Dalton Dury, and it was tied up. The possession arrow points towards the Rebels, so Arcadia Loop City will bring it back down with 2 to go here in the first half. Preston Rogers with it. Always keeping his eyes up, looking for an open man. Ball is controlled now by Lewandowski in the corner. Picks up his dribble and finds Rogers up top. Preston drives into the lane, dribbles around a would-be defender, gets to the rack, and is slapped on the arm as he put up the shot. Up there at the top of the key, he might have gotten away with a little bit of a forearm shiver there to make the space initially. He finds his way to the line now, looking to extend the Arcadia Loop City lead. Rogers' first shot, back rim, no good. Quentin Myers re-enters the game with his 3 fouls. He'll come in for Carter Johnson. I believe it was Jaden Scott that also came into the game for Van Slyke. Preston Rogers' second shot is all nylon. Extends the lead to 24-11, Arcadia Loop City. Porter with it for the Coyotes on the far side. Still not across the timeline are the Coyotes. Pass is picked off by Preston Rogers. Rogers no-look pass to Lewandowski. Kicks it out to Scott. Drives into the lane. Back out to Rogers. Fakes the three. Now over to Lewandowski, who takes a wide-open three. Front rim and over the backboard. They call it over the top of the backboard. Didn't actually make any contact with the backboard, but fell right into the hands of a Coyote anyway. So here come the Coyotes. 1:20 to go here, first half. Coyotes break the press, and Porter brings it into the forecourt. Double teamed. Doesn't have his dribble, and there's the 5-second call. Might have been a timeout, actually.
AM got a timeout.
It was dangerously close to a 5-second call, so good timeout there used by Coach Myers. With 1:12 to go, it is Arcadia Loop City 24 and Selma Myrna 11. Back after this with the remainder of the first half on KBBN.
Shopping is for the birds, then stop by Arrow Seed in Broken Bow. They have a large variety of feed for the birds. Choose from black oil sunflowers, sunflower hearts, Niger, thistle seed, wild bird mix, and finch blend. Whether you're feeding just a few birds or a few hundred, these bird feeds are available in bulk, which makes them an economical treat for your feathered guests. Arrow Seed also carries a variety of bird feeders to fit any budget. Yes, shopping is for the birds at Arrow Seed in Broken Bow.
Back to the action here on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. Another welcome to those of you watching on our video streaming platforms as well. Hope you're enjoying the video content. Coyotes with the ball after the inbounds. Myers controls it. Quinton drives baseline. A little bit of an opening. Some space opens up, but can't get the short floater to go. Arcadia Loop City back the other way with Rogers. Over to Lewandowski. Finds Scott cutting across the lane. Jaden puts it up, and he's fouled by DeRee as he put it up. Shot's no good, and that's 3, Brent is indicating to me on Dalton DeRee. So now a couple of players for the Coyotes with 3 fouls. Quentin Myers with 3 and Dalton DeRee with 3 as well. I believe they're the only 2 players with 3 fouls, correct, Brent?
I believe so, yeah.
Scott's first shot rolls in to make it 25 on the scoreboard for Arcadia Loop City. A few dribbles from Jaden Scott, and his second shot is up and good as well. 2 for 2 with that trip for Jaden Scott. It's a 26-11 lead for Arcadia Loop City, and Selma Myrna breaks the press. Porter, the Euro step in the lane, can't get the layup to go. Here come the Rebels. Preston Rogers fires it up to Lewandowski. Lewandowski works it over to Urich, who has the ball stripped away as he dribbles into the lane. Here comes Quentin Myers for Selma Myrna. 15-foot pull-up jumper is good for Dalton DeRee. Pure looking shot again, and Dalton's having himself a good scoring night.
Yeah, he's got 8 to lead AM. Good job of not settling for the longer range perimeter shot. Took a couple of steps in on the dribble, got a better look, and able to knock it down.
10 seconds to go here in the first half. Arcadia Loop City wants the last shot of the half. Lewandowski has it poked away, and Lamberton comes away with it. He's got a run out, and Lamberton gets the layup to go as the first half clock expires. And that was a bucket that Selma Myrna really needed to pull this one to within 11 going into halftime. Your halftime score, Arcadia Loop City 26 and Selma Myrna 15. We'll get our halftime started after this quick commercial break.
Getting moving after your surgery? Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. If you have recently undergone surgery to your knee, hip, shoulder, back, or wrist, or having trouble doing the things you love, call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. With our highly trained staff in orthopedic rehabilitation, we are committed to getting you moving again. Call us at any of our locations close to you or check us out at myteampt.com 872-5111.
Friendly rivals, hometown pride, wearing your school's colors. Small towns are brought together cheering on their favorite teams. Agland ATV knows how hard the athletes and coaches work year-round and are proud to help sponsor the games of our customers and their kids and grandkids. We have built relationships with many of these families through the years and are proud of their success. Best of luck to all the local athletes from Agland ATV in Broken Bow.
872-3424.
Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow, 872-3424.
Golden Harvest Seed Advisors help farmers focus on the things they can control, like corn trait seed that works best in their fields. A winning strategy starts with Golden Harvest corn that contains genetics with the most above and below ground insect protection available today. Golden Harvest corn with AgriSure Duracade trait technology for corn rootworm provides protection with a unique mode of action.
Contact Brandon Miller of Myrna to find your local Golden Harvest Seed Advisor.
Just as all the athletes show hard work and dedication throughout the season, the Anselmo Myrna Booster Club is dedicated to supporting them. They want to express their encouragement to all the teams, not only during game time, but also during every practice, every drill, every rep, every challenge. A lot goes into each time you compete, and the boosters are very proud of you. Good luck from the Anselmo Myrna Boosters.
Lines Appliance in Broken Bow has some awesome TVs available. They would be a perfect gift right now with the extra time we're spending at home. Lines has Samsung TVs from 32 inches all the way up to 85 inches. Use a new TV to stream high school sports. It's easier than ever with the smart TVs they have at Lines. Delivery and installation is available when you choose Brent and his crew at Lines. Don't head out of town. Local stores like Lines Appliance are ready to get you what you need. Lines Appliance in Broken Bow, open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday.
BD would love for you to be a part of their great team. They offer competitive wages, a team environment, and day one benefits. Some include health, life, dental, tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply online at bd.com/careers. BD loves supporting youth sports and the bright student athletes who work hard to compete in every contest. Remember bd.com/careers to start your journey to being a part of their great team.
We are at halftime in the boys contest here tonight from Loop City. Arcadia Loop City leads it 26-15 over Anselmo Myrna, and Brent Apperson has a look at some of our first half numbers.
All right, Jeremy, thanks. AM got out to an early lead at 6-5, but then an 11-0 run for Arcadia Loop City to build a 10-point lead in the opening half. AM was able to get 5 of that back, but then Arcadia Loop City went on a 10-0 run before Anselmo Myrna had a nice little flurry right there at the end of the second quarter to get 4 of those back. So that is how we have come to an 11-point advantage for Arcadia Loop City at the half. Rebels leading 16-9 at the end of the first quarter, and at halftime now leading 26-15. As we take a look at some of the individual numbers, we'll start with Arcadia Loop City. They were led by Vince Urich and Drew Lewandowski. Each had 7 in the first half to lead the Rebels. For Urich, his came early in the opening quarter, did not score in the second 8 minutes of action. Preston Rogers has 4 for the Rebels. Trey Van Slyke came off the bench and knocked down a 3. And Jaden Scott with 5 in the first half for Arcadia Loop City. Meanwhile, for Anselmo Myrna, they were led by Dalton DeRee, had a nice half. He had 8 in the first half for the Coyotes, but he also picked up 3 fouls. So we'll keep a close eye on that as we go into half number 2. Rest of the scoring for Anselmo Myrna, Quentin Myers with 3 and Wyatt Lambertson with 4 for the Coyotes. Looking at some of the other numbers, AM kind of struggled a little bit taking care of the ball. We had them for 13 turnovers in the first half. For Arcadia Loop City, they turned it over 7 times. Rebounding, really pretty even. AM kind of had the rebounding edge early, but then Arcadia Loop City kind of evened that up as we played through the second quarter. Unofficially, AM with 11 rebounds in the first half, and Arcadia Loop City with 10. So at the half, Arcadia Loop City leads it 26-15 over Anselmo Myrna.
All right, thank you very much, Brent. We will take one last commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be ready for second half action here on KBBN 95.3, as well as our video stream, which you can access on our YouTube page, which is titled KCNI KBBN, our Facebook page, which is Sandhills Express, and our Twitter page, which is KBBN Sports.
Broken Bow is very proud of the local athletes that have shown such focus in the classroom and in the gym this season. Well done. All of your hard work has paid off, and you should be proud too. When looking for a dependable vehicle, it's as easy as stopping at Muddy Creek Auto in Broken Bow. They love finding their customers a vehicle perfect for what they need. Enjoy the broadcast, brought to you in part by Muddy Creek Auto in Broken Bow.
There's no reason to struggle with your shopping list, especially when you have a sports fan or athlete to shop for, and Geared for Sports is there for you. Right now, save 20% off sports equipment and 15% off regular priced apparel. Geared for Sports has Husker wear, fan gear, and a great selection of awesome Under Armour. Plus, with convenient hours, you can head in and shop when you have time. Monday to Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 10 to 4, plus Sunday, noon to 4 through Christmas. Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow.
Loop Agency Loop Realty is the place to call for all your insurance and real estate needs. Offering home, farm, auto, crop, commercial, and specialty line coverages like animal mortality or special events coverage. Loop Agency will be happy to give you a free insurance review. While the competition may sell insurance, Amy and Tina write insurance and sell service. Loop Agency Loop Realty, Loop City, Nebraska, 745-1097 or www.looprealty.com.
No matter what hunting season is around the corner, you should be headed to Johnson Hunt and Fish in Loop City to prepare. Great customer service, a knowledgeable staff, and competitive pricing mean you're on your way to a great outdoor experience. From hunting gear and fishing gear to licenses and park permits, go see Johnson Hunt and Fish in Loop City, 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on South Highway 58. They're proud to help bring you this broadcast.
Loop City Lumber is your full-service lumber yard located at 904 O Street in Loop City. And they're happy to support the Arcadia Loop City Rebels by sponsoring this radio broadcast. Owners Scott and Stacy Tencher want you to know that Loop City Lumber offers materials and advice for all your needs. From metal buildings, new home buildings, and newly added floor covering section, they're ready to serve you. At Loop City Lumber, helping bring you this high school sports action.
Citizens Bank and Trust provides superior financial service with honesty, professionalism, and confidentiality while promoting economic growth and stability in the communities they serve. With convenient locations in St. Paul, Loop City, and Central City, all locations are experienced in real estate, agriculture, commercial, and consumer lending, offer savings, deposit checking accounts, debit cards, and online mobile banking. Citizens Bank and Trust are proud supporters of all student activities. Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Loop City as the teams take the court and are warming up to get ready for the second half. Brent, let's talk a little bit about what we saw there in the first half. And Selma Myrna, the Coyotes really had some good defensive plays. It seemed to be the three-point shooting of Arcadia Loop City that really kind of got them this big lead.
Well, we talked in the pregame just about making shots, and Arcadia Loop City went through a little stretch there where they were able to knock down the perimeter shot. You mentioned the three ball, and that's kind of the difference. I mean, they knocked down 4 of them, and they lead by 11. So I'm sure that Coach Myers talked to his guys about trying to watch where when the ball comes inside, you got to be aware of where the shooters are on the outside in case they kick it out. And then for AM, just maybe try to take care of the ball a little bit better. And I thought they did that as the first half went along, but some early turnovers kind of allowed Arcadia Loop City to go on a couple of runs. I thought a huge 4-point flurry for AM to close out the half.
Yes.
I thought those 2 buckets that they got in the final minute were just huge. Going to be interesting to see how they handle the foul trouble. I mean, DeRee, he leads the team with 8 points in the game, but he's got 3 fouls. Myers will start the second half. He's got 3, so going to be important to keep those guys on the floor without picking up their 4th early.
All right, the 5 for Selma Myrna are Liebhart, Myers, Lambertson, Porter, and DeRee as they start with the ball here in the second half. Porter drives baseline, nothing there, double teamed and trapped, gets it out to Lambertson. Lambertson to the high post to DeRee. DeRee, a couple of tough dribbles, puts the shot up over Scott, can't get it to go, and they call the travel on that one. I'm not sure if I saw the shuffle of the feet that the near side official did, but that's why they've got the whistle and I've got the headphones. Just 30 seconds gone here in the third quarter. 26-15. No scoring has taken place so far as ALC gets their first possession. It's a 10-foot jumper right in the middle of the lane for Jaden Scott. Nice looking shot.
Yeah, great pull-up by Jaden. Able to elevate and finish.
Leapart almost leaves his foot, and now kind of an awkward looking pass as Leapart fires it out of bounds. Was trying to find Garrett Porter over there. The pressure defensively from Arcadia Loop City is probably to blame for that one.
Yeah, we talked about Arcadia Loop City's speed. They're very quick, especially out on the perimeter, and that has given AM a little bit of trouble here tonight.
Here comes Arcadia Loop City. Layup is missed in the lane by Lewandowski. Rebound to Anselmo Myrna. And we've got the official on the far side. For a second, I didn't know where the whistle came from because he was still all the way at the other side of the court. He wants to talk something over with the other official. Any idea what this would be, Brian?
No.
Oh, he said inadvertent whistle.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what the discussion was about. I think I don't know. I can't tell you. As you said earlier, that's why they have the whistle and I have the headset.
Leapart makes some room on the triple team, and Myers has the ball go over the top of his head. Not an exceptionally high pass. Myers just couldn't get a paw up there to knock it down.
Yeah, and, that's certainly not what Coach Myers wanted to see to start this third quarter. 3 early turnovers for the Coyotes.
AM goes back on defense as Rogers tips it off to Jaden Scott, who will bring it across the timeline. Just over a minute gone here in the third quarter. Arcadia Loop City in the lead still. Jaden Scott drives in, can't get the friendly roll on the layup, and now Arcadia Loop City quickly kicks the ball around. Preston Rogers, fancy dribbling in the lane, but leaves the shot short. And here come the Coyotes. Porter with it, working against Scott, has the ball slapped away. Now controlling it is Schmidt. Myers with it now, near side, feeds it into DeRee. DeRee, quick post move, jumps up, turns around, and gets the roll. Another good-looking shot in the lane from Dalton DeRee. His post moves, he's been working on those.
Yeah, you said it. Dalton has had some really good finishes right down low in the post area.
Three-point shot is up from Rogers, and he knocks it home. Quentin Myers was coming out with a hand up, but just couldn't get there quick enough.
Second 3 of the night for Rogers. The 5th from beyond the arc, knocked down by Arcadia Loop City.
DeRee pull up from 10 feet. Back rim, no good. Scott the rebound, tried to dribble out of it immediately. Now in the middle of a triple team, and we've got a timeout from Coach Habe. Rebels want to talk a couple things over. With 5:43 to go in the third quarter, it's Arcadia Loop City 31 and Selma Myrna 17.
Of Nebraska State Bank. If there's anything that 2020 has taught us, it's that we should be thankful for the simple things in life. A safe home, a healthy family, and the support of a caring community. I urge you all to take a minute to think about the good things in your life and to start 2021 off with a grateful mindset. On behalf of the entire Nebraska State Bank family, we wish you and your loved ones a very happy holiday season. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Loop City. Just a couple of minutes underway here in the third quarter. Timeout was called by Arcadia Loop City as Jaden Scott was trapped in a triple team only about 70 feet away from the Arcadia Loop City basket. So they talk a couple things over and now work into the half-court offense. Nice pass into Lewandowski, who loses the ball. It's off the leg of a Coyote. It'll stay on this end of the court. Arcadia Loop City's half-court offense has really been fast-paced, like you said in the pregame, Brent. They really move the ball around quickly to find those open shots. Far side corner, Rogers has it. Now drives in, holds up, and it's a three-point shot in the corner from Detlefs. It's no good. DeRee pulls down the rebound. It's double teamed, but finds Schmidt, who brings it up. Now Porter dribbles it out, kicks it out to Myers. Myers' three-point shot is no good, and Rogers pulls it down for Arcadia Loop City. Here he comes with a head full of steam. Drives all the way down. No-look pass, works it around to the top, and it's turned over as Urick tried to drive into the lane.
Yeah, great defensive play by Myers, who reached in from behind and knocked that ball away.
Schmidt works it down to Dalton DeRee. He's double teamed. DeRee finds some room, puts up the shot, and gets the roll. Wow, tough post play from Dalton DeRee.
Yeah, tough play and tough finish by Dalton, able to get it to go.
Now Anselmo Myrna gets the turnover, and Schmidt dribbles behind the back against the tough defense of Rogers. And Anselmo Myrna with a little bit of life here in the third quarter, looking to cut into this lead with another possession. Post-entry pass to DeRee is poked away as Myers was looking to get it to him. Now Arcadia Loop City back in the half court. Rogers with it, dribbles to the high post, finds Jaden Scott, puts his head down, and gets the scoop layup to go. A little baby hook down there about 5 feet away. Big 2 points there for Jaden Scott, and a timeout is called by the Rebels. 4:09 to go, third quarter. It's Arcadia Loop City 33 and Selma Myrna 19. Back after this with more basketball action on the Thunderbird.
Our staff at the Grocery Cart is proud to help bring you this sports broadcast featuring some amazing student athletes. At the Grocery Cart, we turn on the lights and unlock our doors every day, ready to serve you with a smile and helpfulness unmatched. We work hard to offer you great prices. Visit us online at thegkbrokenbow.com or 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. at the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Just over 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter as we come out of the timeout. It's a 33-19 lead for Arcadia Loop City. Well, Brent, and Selma Myrna is doing some great things. They're getting turnovers. They're making little miniature runs. It's that long run that they need to be able to sustain to get back into this one.
Yeah, it seems like every time AM's started to chip away, Arcadia Loop City hits a three.
Yeah.
That kind of is the way it has gone since the second quarter, and because of those threes, and Arcadia Loop City's knocked down 5 of them tonight, they've been able to hold Anselmo Myrna at bay so far.
Carter Johnson back into the game for the Coyotes. Myers gets it up to Lamberton, who will bring it across the half-court line. Lamberton dribbles up, and it's a very tenacious defense of Arcadia Loop City. Maybe not so much the double and triple teams, but they're just running really fast, and the ball is passed in the corner to a ghost for Anselmo Myrna out of bounds. So here come the Rebels. Scott will play point guard again. Crosses over, jump stops in the lane, puts the ball on the floor, and I believe we'll have a jump ball, and we will. And Selma Myrna all over it, and Jaden Scott visibly frustrated a little bit. Had some room there initially to drive into the lane, but it closed up quickly. The Coyotes were all over him. Rogers kicks it up to Lewandowski. Pulls up from 15. Air ball may have been hit a little bit on the ball as he tried to put it up. Now a 15-foot jumper from DeRee is pure from the free throw line.
Well, Dalton trying to keep Anselmo Myrna in it. He's got 14 to lead the way for the Coyotes tonight.
Preston Rogers drives in, loses the ball, and the official on the baseline says no one touched it. It was just mishandled. So here come the Coyotes, a little bit of a miniature run again. If they can sustain it, they can get back to single digits here in a little bit. Lamberton with it for the Coyotes and tries to fire it over to Myers, and it's picked off by Lewandowski. Reverse layup is good. Drew Lewandowski, beautiful move, and he made quick work of that turnover. Myers with it to DeRee. DeRee dribbles in the lane, kicks it out to Lamberton. Lamberton's shot is off, and we've got a foul going to be committed by Arcadia Loop City on the fight for the rebound. Had a Coyote hit the ground. I think it was Lamberton.
It was DeRee that hit the ground, and I think Scott was the one who kind of sent him that direction as he was trying to go for the loose ball.
Myers kicks it all the way up top to Carter Johnson, who finds Lamberton near side. Now back over to Quentin. Quentin pulls up from 3. Oh, got it.
Big
Splash.
shot.
Big three-point shot from Quentin Myers. Under 3 to go here in the third quarter, and it's an 11-point game. Jaden Scott drives into the lane, stops at the free throw line. Preston Rogers wants to answer and does.
Well, what did we say? Every time AM kind of starts to chip away, Arcadia Loop City knocks down a 3. And for Rogers, that's his 3rd from downtown.
Myers tries to split the double team and loses the ball, jumps back on top of it, and we have a jump ball called. Garrett Porter back into the game. He'll come in for Wyatt Lambertson. That's the only substitution this time for either team. 38-24 is the score. Dalton DeRita inbound it for the Coyotes under their own hoop. Finds Schmidt. Schmidt drives in, puts up the lefty shot. DeRee really does a good job of handling the rebound, and he goes right back up with it after a couple of dribbles and is contacted. He'll earn a trip to the line, and Brent, this just might be what Anselmo Myrna needs to do to get back into this game, get some free shots at the line.
Well, AM's been good on the boards tonight. They've out-rebounded Arcadia Loop City. Meanwhile, the foul was on Scott, and that is his 3rd.
First one for DeRee, rims out, no good.
That is the first free throw that AM has shot tonight.
Detlefs and Urich come into the game for ALC. Scott, as well as Garltz, will take a seat. Dalton DeRee prepares for his second shot, puts it up, and can't quite get the friendly roll, and the rebound is pulled down by Lewandowski. Head full of steam. Here comes Drew Lewandowski, kicks it out to Urich. Urich's shot is short. Good rebound on the near side by Brant Schmidt. Schmidt has it poked away, though, and here comes Arcadia Loop City getting his hands in there with Van Slyke. Lewandowski pulls up from 3, splash.
I have a feeling we're seeing how they put up over 60 against Pleasanton the other night. I think they got hot from 3.
Yeah, a 40-point victory jumps out on paper to you, but when you're able to see the team in person and how they did it, that kind of puts the puzzle pieces together a little bit more, and I think we're seeing it right now. They can really get hot from 3, and they've done it as of late. Ball is poked away by Arcadia Loop City. Preston Rogers quickly the other way, and he lays it up and in for 2. And now the lead has ballooned again for Arcadia Loop City, 43-24 now here in the 3rd quarter. Porter with it far side for Anselmo Myrna, works it down to DeRee. Triple team, doesn't care, he puts it up, just quite can't get it to go, almost got it in. And Rogers is going to be fouled by Myers going the other direction. Myers trying to make a play from behind and poke the ball away from Preston Rogers. The thing that's tricky about Preston Rogers is his arms and legs are always moving so fast. If you poke your arm in there, there's a good chance he'll make that contact most of the time.
And for Quentin, he'll have to come out of the game as that is his 4th foul now.
Preston Rogers with it far side, makes it to the free throw line, now kicks it back out. Over to Van Slyke. Ball fake into the lane, out to Lewandowski. Wanted the 3, and Lambertson chased him off the line, but when he went to drive, Wyatt committed the foul.
Yeah, just reached in a little bit, and Wyatt picks up his 2nd.
So Lewandowski will inbound it to Rogers on the near side, who brings it across the timeline. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Good defense initially by Brant Schmidt, almost got the turnover, but Arcadia Loop City recovers and works back into the half court. Lewandowski with it far side, now dribbles across the top of the key. Now near side to Detlefs. Detlefs goes baseline, gets it down to Van Slyke. 1 dribble, kicks it out. Urich up to Lewandowski. Lewandowski behind his back. Good move there, now pulls up from 3, way off on the right side, and DeRee pulls down the rebound. Here come the Coyotes with 20 to go. Schmidt with it to Lambertson. Wyatt can't get his layup to go, gets his own rebound, puts up the miss, and makes it the 2nd time.
Yeah, good job of sticking with it by Wyatt Lambertson, able to get the rebound of his own miss and puts it back up and in.
Corner 3 from Lewandowski is no good, and we're going to have the clock expire. And actually, wow, coming out of this, Preston Rogers gets the ball in essentially the middle of a scrum and has the presence of mind to fire the ball up before the horn sounds. The horn sounds as the ball goes towards the hoop, and a foul is called on the shot. There was so much going on right there, Brent. Arms were all over the place, and Rogers, just a good play to throw the ball up there. Earns 3 from the line now with no time on the clock here in the third. Rogers' first shot is no good. Second shot is good. And now Rogers will look at a third. And that one is no good. So 1 of 3 on that trip for Preston Rogers, and that will take us to the fourth quarter. Your score is 44-26. Arcadia Loop City on top of Anselmo Myrna. We want to thank one of our great sponsors that really helps us out in the video streaming department. We've got a great partnership with Viero Wireless. They help us out in streaming our Get Up and Go breakfast show each weekday morning on KCNI and KBBN Radio, and they help us out with the high school sports broadcasts as well. The Viero store is open in Broken Bow Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. They also have stores located nearby in Ord, Lexington, and North Platte. If you stop by the store in Broken Bow at 841 South B Street or call 872-1535, you can find out how Viero Wireless can provide you quality services with a plan to fit your needs and budget. And they've got great coverage in our area as well. I know a lot of the time when, if you're around someone that doesn't have Viero and they don't have coverage, more often than not, the person that you find that has Viero has coverage in those places. So keep them in mind if you are thinking about switching, or even if you're not thinking about switching, give them a try. That's Viero Wireless with locations in Broken Bow, Ord, Lexington, and North Platte. So here we go, Brent. 8 minutes up on the clock, and Anselmo Myrna would love to make a run right now.
Yeah, first couple of minutes will be huge. See if AM can try to fight their way back into it. And there's a nice start as Dalton Dury able to knock the ball away from Rogers. And then Rogers, maybe a little bit out of frustration, commits a foul, and AM has the ball.
3 team fouls in the half for each team. So we're a little ways away from the bonus. Now a nice feed into Dury from Carson Leaphart. Not sure the pass was exactly intended for Dury, but he made it intended for him, and he puts it up and in. Back the other way, Scott is shut off in the lane, and Arcadia Loop City works it back the other way. It's a layup, shot no good from Detlefs, and the rebound pulled down by Leaphart.
Yeah, great defense by Carson Leaphart. He got a piece of that and was able to deny Detlefs at the rim.
Dalton Dury, aggressive again, drives into the lane, kicks it out to Schmidt, wants the 3, back rim no good, and we've got a foul called on Wyatt Lambertson, and that might be the easiest foul call this officiating crew makes tonight. He had his arms all over the back of the guy boxing him out.
Yeah, Wyatt just trying to go for that offensive rebound and went over the back of Urich and got whistled for the foul.
Rogers with it, over to Scott. Jaden a couple of dribbles. Gets a little bit of a screen there. Now they work it around. They get it down to Detlefs on the weak side post, and it's poked away. Here comes Anselmo Myrna. Schmidt comes out of there with it. Brandt drives all the way in, scoops it around the defender to Dalton Dury, puts up the shot and can't get it to go, but he'll go to the line. Beautiful move from Brandt Schmidt to get the ball right into Dury's hands where he can shoot it.
Yeah, you love the aggressiveness that AM has come out with here in the fourth. And we'll see if Dury can knock down some free throws now as that foul went against Lewandowski, which is his second.
44-28 is your score. Arcadia Loop City on top with 6:47 to go here in the fourth. Dury's first shot is left short, no good. He will get a look at a second now. Dalton puts it on the floor a few times, fires it up, and gets all nylon on this one to make it 28 on the board. 29 now for the Coyotes. Rogers back with it for Arcadia Loop City. The crossover, kicks it out to Urich. Urich puts it up and splashes it home. Here comes Carson Leaphart across the timeline. Crosses over, feeling the pressure, and Jaden Scott comes out of there with it for Arcadia Loop City. Preston Rogers with it now, head full of steam. No look pass in the corner to Detlefs. Clayton Detlefs knocks it home for Arcadia Loop City. The 3 ball deadly again. for the Rebels.
The 9th three of the game made by Arcadia Loop City.
Turnover whistled against Anselmo Myrna, and Arcadia Loop City really doing it on both sides of the court right now, Brent. They're playing with a head full of steam.
Yeah, turnovers have really hurt Anselmo Myrna. We have the Coyotes for 23 turnovers in this game as Arcadia Loop City has the ball once again.
6 to go here in the boys contest. Again, the girls contest to follow. Detlefs fires up for 3 again. This one no good. But Lewandowski comes down with it and looses it out of bounds. A little bit of pressure applied there from Quentin Myers. I think Lewandowski just kind of mishandled it here, and it went out. So Coyotes ball. Quentin Myers back into the game. Puts up a pass to Lamberton. Comes down with it. Works it in the corner to Carter Johnson. Ball's kicked out of bounds. Jaden Scott got in the passing lane.
Arcadia Loop City does such a great job with the trap. Boy, I tell you what, if you burn your dribble, they are coming at you with 2 people.
Beautiful feed down into Dalton DeRee. Can't get the shot to go. Tries to follow and get the rebound. And Preston Rogers fired the ball off of his teammate Peyton Garltz.
Right off his back.
Right off his spine. And Peyton kind of turns around and looks at him like, hey, I'm wearing white.
That's too bad Dalton couldn't finish that. That was a great pass from Carter Johnson to Dalton DeRee, but just couldn't quite get the shot to fall.
Dalton gets it up to Quentin Myers and quickly gets it back in on the post. He's double teamed, puts up the shot, and a travel, what they call a jump ball. Didn't really see the hands of Arcadia Loop City close down on the ball to elicit a jump ball there. Boy, Dalton DeRee does a great job. You know, you always hear in high school games, when they get it down on the post, everyone in the crowd seems to scream, up, up. Everyone wants you to go up with the ball. No one ever has to tell Dalton that. He always is looking to score. Drive inside by Brant Schmidt is shut down. Shot's no good, but he is fouled. He'll go to the line. 5:28 to go here in the contest. Arcadia Loop City in control. Schmidt's first shot is off the back rim, no good, as Garrett Porter will come back into the contest. No one has yet exited the game. Now Lamberton will come out. .21 lead for Arcadia Loop City. And it will remain 21 as Schmidt's second shot is no good. Myers tried to dribble the ball out of there rather than secure the rebound, and Arcadia Loop City came away with it as a result. Now Jaden Scott drives baseline. He loses the ball, and Porter controls it, uses his dribble, and works it up to Schmidt. Schmidt tries to get it across to Carter Johnson, but it's too late, and Arcadia Loop City intercepts it. Jaden Scott pushes the ball up, gets it into Van Slyke, who tried to pass it to the other block, and it's turned over. Schmidt tries to get it up to Porter. Somehow the ball gets through. Porter puts up the shot and is fouled. And I think both these teams could use a little bit of a breather after the last few trips down the court. Ball was pinballing everywhere, so they'll just take a breather here and relax on the couple of shots from Porter now.
Foul was on Jaden Scott of Arcadia Loop City. That is his 4th.
Porter's first shot is all nylon. Now we'll see some new faces into the game for Arcadia Loop City. Braden Scott comes into the game. Who else did I see run in there? Hayden Griffith comes into the game for ALC. And Selma Myrna still with all faces we've seen on the court right now, as the second one is in for Porter. So it's Van Slyke, Rogers, Braden Scott, Hayden Griffith, and also Garlt's in there as well for Arcadia Loop City. Missed three-pointer, back the other way come the Coyotes. Ball is poked away from Porter. Gets it out to Carson Liebhart. Liebhart up to Quentin Myers. No one on him, so Myers pulls away. Three-pointer's no good. Left it short off the front rim. Here comes Preston Rogers again. That hair flowing behind him, head full of steam, and fires the ball out of bounds. Is trying to find his teammate Hayden Griffith. Just not quite on point with that pass, though. 4:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, the girls' game to follow. So if you're here with us watching the boys' game, stick around and watch the girls' game with us. And Selma Myrna works it around to Carson Liebhart, pulls up from 3. Van Slyke can't control the rebound, and it goes off his leg, so AM will keep the possession. Coming back into the game, Carter Johnson. Brandt Schmidt will take a rest. Liebhart to inbound it. AM into their movement. To get it into Lambertson, goes right up with the ball. Can't get it to go, and it was off the baseline. It will stay with the Coyotes. Liebhart will now inbound it from just outside the near side block on the baseline. Jared Gappa comes into the game for the Rebels. Guards will take a seat. AM gets the ball back in. Porter can't control the pass from his teammate. Now controlling it is Quentin Myers. Over to Johnson and over to Liebhart. Wyatt Lambertson down on the block. Shifts through. Gets the ball through and scores and one.
Well, first off, great entry pass from Liebhart. And then Lambertson, the ability to step through the double team, go reverse, make the shot, get the foul, and now trying to complete the three-point play.
Can't get the free throw to go, so it's a 2-point trip that time for Anselmo Myrna. Preston Rogers across the half-court line. They work it around. Now Rogers has it back. Rogers drives in, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound is pulled down. Second shot is no good. Hayden Griffith had a couple opportunities at it, but couldn't get it through the hoop. Lamberton drives in, kicks it out to Porter, wants the three and gets the three. Back the other way comes Arcadia Loop City, wanting to answer with a three of his own as Gappa can't get it to go. Liebhart controls it for Anselmo Myrna, and Myers, Coach Myers that is, wants a timeout with 3:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. His team trails Arcadia Loop City 50-36. Back after this.
At Trotter Service, every oil change comes with a multi-point inspection. As a Tire Pro store, they bring customers only the best brands of wheels and tires at the best prices anywhere, and have computer balancing and alignment too. They service semis and provide bulk fuel and propane delivery as well. At Trotter Service, your hometown automotive repair and tire store.
Friendly service every time. Quality is what you'll find where your neighbors and your friends go see Trotter.
Many traditional lenders often avoid financing business startups, business ownership transactions, and blue sky transactions. Not Custer Federal State Bank. They use programs to help meet these undeserved lending areas. Their preferred lender process even reduces submitted documents to the government agency, Farm Service Agency, small business, and rural development loans. Custer Federal State Bank can help with them all. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans are subject to credit approval.
Welcome back to Loop City for the final 3:09 of this boys contest, which will conclude the halfway point of our broadcast this evening. The girls' game to follow. Lambertson controls it for Anselmo Myrna and gets it back to Myers. Myers will pull up from the free throw line, and the shot is off the back of the rim, and Myers tries to track down the rebound. Rogers can't control it for Arcadia Loop City. It's a scoop pass, beautiful pass from Brandt Schmidt, and Lambertson lays it up and in.
And this game is starting to get a little interesting all of a sudden as AM is to within a dozen.
A couple of starters back in there for Arcadia Loop City now. In fact, all of the starters back in there. Driving in was Lewandowski, and he had the ball swiped away, and Selma Myrna thought they had it cleanly, but a foul is committed, and I believe they called this one on Quentin Myers, which would mean he is fouled out of this one.
Yeah, that was good anticipation by Quentin. Got a lot of ball, but official says he got a piece of the arm as well, and so the foul called, and Quentin will have to come out as he commits his fifth.
With 2:37 to go, Arcadia Loop City controls it. Rogers with the ball, trying to get it over to Scott, being denied the ball by Porter. They work it over to Detlefs, who brings it up top. Arcadia Loop City happy to burn some clock and look for a good quality shot. Preston Rogers dribbles behind his back to Urick. A little bit of a spacing issue here for Arcadia Loop City. Now they spread it out. Rogers with it up top. Over to Lewandowski, and yeah, the official, I believe, is going to call a travel. Lewandowski, in faking the shot before going to the baseline drive, shuffled his feet and committed the turnover. Big possession here for Anselmo Myrna. They can get this one to within 10 or single digits with a score here. Porter with the ball, works it in the corner to Schmidt. Schmidt fakes the three, now has it knocked away from him. AM over to Porter. Three-pointers up and good. Beautiful shot from Garrett Porter.
Boy, you got a single-digit game now.
With under 2 to go. Here comes Preston Rogers. Dribbles around. Lewandowski with it far side. Dribbles in and is fouled by Lambertson. We got a little bit of chippiness going on between the two number 23s on the court as well.
Well, no matter how this turns out, if you're Coach Brent Myers, you're really happy with the way your team has fought back here in this fourth quarter to make a game of it down the stretch.
Lewandowski puts up the three and knocks it home on the inbounds on the following possession. Here come the Coyotes, almost having it picked away was Garrett Porter, but he receives the pass. Trying to still control it, and finally does. Now looks on the weak side to Lambertson, and he is fouled before he can get the ball up. So now, like it does in most games, the score gets a little bit closer as the clock runs out, and things get a little bit more intense. Players are flying around the court now with 1:27 to go. Wyatt Lambertson to the line. He'll look at 1-and-1. And earns a second with the make. Still a little bit of chirping going on between Lambertson and Lewandowski. They're right next to each other in the lane and making a lot of eye contact, and they get a little bit of a warning from the official. Second one is up and good from Wyatt Lambertson. 10-point game, 1:26 to go in this one. Arcadia Loop City with the ball. Jaden Scott works it across the timeline, and Dalton DeRee commits the reach-around foul.
That'll be number 4 on Dalton.
And credit Dalton, he's been playing some good defense with 3 fouls for a while.
Yeah, he had 3 fouls going into halftime and just now picks up his 4th with 1:20 left.
Big free throws coming here for Jaden Scott. His team up 10 with 1:20 to go in the game. First one is good. He'll earn a second.
Jaden 4 for 5 from the line now tonight.
Here comes Scott's second shot. And that one's back rim, no good, but a big offensive rebound for Detlefs, and Arcadia Loop City will work back into the half court. Urick with it in the corner. Now Lewandowski, and a timeout is called by Coach Hay. We'll take one as well with 1:10 to go here in the game. It's 54-43, Arcadia Loop City on top of Anselmo Myrna.
Definitely desire perfection on is our vehicles. You want something that gets you to where you're going comfortably while looking great. Whether storm damage, deer damage, or insurance claim, take your ride to Rod's Body and Paint Broken Bow. They're the collision specialist. You should call 308-872-5346. Offering over 42 years of experience, they'll get you back on the road quickly without sacrificing quality. From dings and dents to full replacement and auto glass repair. Rod's Body and Paint, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
The changing seasons are generally welcomed with open arms, but not in our homes. With the help of Mead Lumber, you can keep the chilly air where it belongs. Upgrading your home's insulation not only conserves energy and lowers your heating and cooling costs, it makes for better living with improved air quality, health, and warmth. Work with those who have pride in a highly trained team to help with your building and projects. The crew at Mead Lumber. Also, be sure to visit meadlumber.com soon.
1:10 to go in this one on KBBN. The boys' game has gotten close here in the last couple of minutes. 54-43. Arcadia Loop City has knocked down a couple of free throws here late to try to keep the gap a little bit more wide, but Anselmo Myrna is making a run at it. Jaden Scott with the ball for ALC, drives into the lane, now kicks it out to Detlefs, who will dribble it up and hand it off to Preston Rogers. Preston facing some tough defense from Johnson Gets a hand on it, but Rogers dribbles away. Arcadia Loop City happy to burn some clock off, and Jaden Scott is going to be fouled by Garrett Porter. Scott will go to the line again. He's been there quite a bit tonight.
Yep, been there 6 times, 4 for 6 from the line tonight.
Scott's first shot is no good. Another big offensive rebound by Detlefs. That's 2 in a row that he's pulled down off of the missed free throw from Jaden Scott. And now he gets fouled after making that rebound and earns his own 1-and-1 trip.
Did they say DeRee? Yep, that's Dalton's 5th.
So Dalton DeRee fouls out of the game as well, and Joel Finney looks like he's ready to check in for Dalton. Heck of a game for Dalton DeRee here tonight. Good offensive effort and always working hard on defense as well, and looks like he might have gotten popped in the face on that last play too. He looks like he's bleeding a little bit from the nose.
Yeah, great game for Dalton, as you said, offensively. Finishes with 17 on the night.
Detlefs can't get his front end of the 1-on-1 to go, and the fight for the rebound goes out of bounds on the far side. It'll stay with the Rebels. Preston Rogers to inbound it with 45 seconds to go. Rogers from the far side corner. Nothing open initially, now gets it to Detlefs. And Detlefs gets it up to Jaden Scott. Scott hands it off to Detlefs. Still dribbling, 30 seconds to go. Now Lewandowski. And Arcadia Loop City, if they can hold on to the ball and nothing extremely insane happens, they're going to hold on to the win in this one. Jaden Scott drives in and kicks it out, and Arcadia Loop City still works it around. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't shoot the ball at all. Now 10 seconds to go in the game. Jaden Scott backs it out. Dribbles a little bit, and a foul is going to be committed. Jaden Scott really doing a lot of work there dribbling the ball, and Selma Myrna just trying to stay between him and the basket. And the foul is committed, so Jaden will go to the line. Four and a half seconds left in this contest. 54-43 lead for Arcadia Loop City. As coming out of the game is Wyatt Lambertson. Carson Liebhart will come in for him for AM.
Lambertson finishes in double figures tonight for AM with 12 in the game. A majority of those coming in the fourth quarter.
Jaden Scott knocks home his first. Now gets a look at the second. Back rim no good, and the rebound is pulled down by Urich, and a jump ball, as also getting in there was Brant Schmidt for AM. It'll stay on this end of the court though with ALC. Quick sub for Anselmo Myrna. Seth Chandler coming into the game. Garrett Porter will come out. Preston Rogers to inbound it, wants to throw it all the way over the timeline, and Lewandowski comes down with it, and the clock expires. It's a 55-43 victory for Arcadia Loop City. Arcadia Loop City now improves their record to 2-1, and Selma Myrna falls to 0-3 to start out their seasons. We've got the girls game coming up next. A quick post game here in the boys game, and we'll get you set up for that girls game coming up next right here on KBBN and on our streaming platforms, which are YouTube, Sandhills Express on Facebook, and KBBN Sports on Twitter. Back after this quick commercial break.
Your voice lets him know he's safe. Shelter Insurance does the same for you. Roadside assistance is now included with your auto policy, so if your car leaves you stranded, just call and we'll take care of you while you take care of what's most important. Find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield, we're your shelter. Some restrictions apply.
Shelter Insurance's auto rates are falling. See Agent Brent Custer for details.
A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping is proud of their over 25 years of dedicated service, and they look forward to having the opportunity to serve you with experienced, reliable service. Have some pesky cedar trees? They do removal. Of course, remember them when the weather warms up, because a passion for landscaping runs in their veins. Rock beds, boulders, retaining walls, leveling, and more. A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping is proud to support the athletes of Central Nebraska by sponsoring this broadcast.
Septic emergencies are right up there on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squire's Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units, too. Squire's Septic Service of Myrna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
Don't let icy sidewalks sideline you this winter. Keep yourself, your family, and your customers safe with ThawMaster Commercial Strength Ice Melt from AeroSeed. ThawMaster melts to temperatures of minus 10 degrees and is tinted green so you can easily see where you have applied. AeroSeed offers this ice melt product in economical 50-pound bags for only $14.99. And right now, AeroSeed is offering free delivery to businesses within Broken Bow. Be prepared when the ice hits. Call or stop into AeroSeed today.
Are you having a hard time getting moving after your surgery? Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. If you have recently undergone surgery to your knee, hip, shoulder, back, or wrist, or having trouble doing the things you love, call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. With our highly trained staff in orthopedic rehabilitation, we are committed to getting you moving again. Call us at any of our locations close to you or check us out at myteampt.com 872-5111.
Friendly rivals, hometown pride, wearing your school's colors. Small towns are brought together cheering on their favorite teams. Agland ATV knows how hard the athletes and coaches work year-round and are proud to help sponsor the games of our customers and their kids and grandkids. We have built relationships with many of these families through the years and are proud of their success. Best of luck to all the local athletes from Agland ATV in Broken Bow.
872-3424.
Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow, 872-3424.
We welcome you back to Loop City. We are between the boys and the girls games here on KBBN and on our video streaming platforms. And as we get ready for the girls game, we're going to take a look at the statistics from the boys game, which ended in a victory for Arcadia Loop City. And with a look at those, here's Brent.
All right, Jeremy, thanks. The three-point shot was just huge for Arcadia Loop City tonight. More than half of their points came from beyond the arc as they knocked down 10 threes in the game tonight. They had 4 players finish in double figures. They were led by Drew Lewandowski at 15, Preston Rogers with 13, Vince Urick had 10, Jaden Scott with 11. The rest of the scoring for the Rebels, Trey Van Slyke off the bench with 3, and Clayton Detlefs had 3 as well for the victorious Rebels, who moved to 2-1 on the season. Meanwhile, for Anselmo Myrna, they were led by Dalton DeReed tonight. He finished with a game-high 17 points to lead all scores. Wyatt Lambertson had a big second half, scoring 8 of his 12 points in half number 2. He was second in the Coyotes in scoring tonight. Rest of the Anselmo Myrna scoring, Garrett Porter had 8 points, all of those coming in the fourth quarter. And Quentin Myers knocked down a couple of threes to finish with 6 in the game. Again, your final score here tonight in the boys' game, Arcadia Loop City holds off Anselmo Myrna 55-43.
All right, thank you very much, Brent. We now get ready for the girls' game here on KBBN as well as on our video stream. And as we prepare for that, we want to thank our sponsors of the boys' game one more time. Again, both radio and video sponsors. It wouldn't be possible this evening without them. Your starting lineups for the boys' game were brought to you by Joe's Market of Loop City. Also, thank you to our video sponsors, which include the AM Booster Club, BD of Broken Bow, Loop City Lumber, Citizens Bank and Trust, Mead Lumber, Palmer Monument, Geared for Sports, Agland ATV, Grocery Cart, Lines Appliance, Viera Wireless, Food Bar and Grill in Anselmo, First Nebraska Bank, Moshka's Building Center, and Dewey's Implement and Welding. Thank you as well to our radio sponsors, which include Lines Appliance, Muddy Creek Auto, Geared for Sports, Loop Agency, Loop Realty, Johnson Hunt and Fish, Nebraska State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Grocery Cart, Custer Federal State Bank, Trotter Service, Mead Lumber, Shelter Insurance Agent Brent Custer, A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping, Squire Septic Service, AeroSeed, Team Physical Therapy, and Agland ATV. We'll head to the girls' game next. These next sponsors you hear are proud to help bring you this girls' action tonight on KBBN. and on video as well. And when we come back, we'll give you a full rundown of the sponsor list as we get ready for our girls contest here tonight on KBBN 95.3.
Harvest Seed Advisors help farmers focus on the things they can control, like corn trait seed that works best in their fields. A winning strategy starts with Golden Harvest corn that contains genetics with the most above and below ground insect protection available today. Golden Harvest corn with AgriSure Duracade trait technology for corn rootworm provides protection with a unique mode of action.
Contact Brandon Miller of Myrna to find your local Golden Harvest Seed Advisor.
Citizens Bank and Trust provides superior financial service with honesty, professionalism, and confidentiality while promoting economic growth and stability in the communities they serve. With convenient locations in St. Paul, Loop City, and Central City, all locations are experienced in real estate, agriculture, commercial, and consumer lending, offer savings, deposit checking accounts, debit cards, and online mobile banking. Citizens Bank and Trust are proud supporters of all student activities. Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Loop City Lumber is your full-service lumber yard located at 904 O Street in Loop City. And they're happy to support the Arcadia Loop City Rebels by sponsoring this radio broadcast. Owners Scott and Stacy Tencher want you to know that Loop City Lumber offers materials and advice for all your needs. From metal buildings, new home buildings, and newly added floor covering section, they're ready to serve you. At Loop City Lumber, helping bring you this high school sports action.
No matter what hunting season is around the corner, you should be headed to Johnson Hunt and Fish in Loop City to prepare. Great customer service, a knowledgeable staff, and competitive pricing mean you're on your way to a great outdoor experience. From hunting gear and fishing gear to licenses and park permits, go see Johnson Hunt and Fish in Loop City, 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on South Highway 58. They're proud to help bring you this broadcast.
Loop Agency Loop Realty is the place to call for all your insurance and real estate needs. Offering home, farm, auto, crop, commercial, and specialty line coverages like animal mortality or special events coverage. Loop Agency will be happy to give you a free insurance review. While the competition may sell insurance, Amy and Tina write insurance and sell service. Loop Agency Loop Realty, Loop City, Nebraska, 745-1097 or www.looprealty.com.
There's no reason to struggle with your shopping list, especially when you have a sports fan or athlete to shop for, and Geared for Sports is there for you. Right now, save 20% off sports equipment and 15% off regular priced apparel. Geared for Sports has Husker wear, fan gear, and a great selection of awesome Under Armour. Plus, with convenient hours, you can head in and shop when you have time. Monday to Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 10 to 4, plus Sunday, noon to 4 through Christmas. Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow.
And again, good evening, everybody, and we welcome you back to Loop City High School as we get you ready now for the second game of our doubleheader tonight. The girls' game will be the nightcap for us this evening, as just moments ago, Arcadia Loop City able to win in the boys' contest 55-43 over Anselmo Myrna. Time now for the girls' contest, and as we get you ready for it this evening, we want to take a moment and say thanks to all of our sponsors who are bringing you tonight's coverage. We'll start with our radio sponsors as we say thanks to Citizens Bank and Trust, Loop City Lumber, Johnson Hunt and Fish, Loop Agency and Loop Realty, Geared for Sports, BD Broken Bow, Lines Appliance, Muddy Creek Auto, and Tri-S Ag. Radio coverage also being brought to you by Golden Harvest, Brandon Miller, Nebraska State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Grocery Cart, Custer Federal State Bank, Trotter Service, Mead Lumber, Shelter Insurance, Brent Custer, local agent, A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping, Squire Septic Service, Arrow Seed, Team Physical Therapy, and Agland ATV. Again this evening, thanks to some great business support, we're able to bring you a live video stream of tonight's games along with our radio call. And we want to say a special thank you to all of our video sponsors tonight. And they include Citizens Bank and Trust, Loop City Lumber, BD Broken Bow, Mead Lumber, Palmer Monument, Geared for Sports, Agland ATV, Grocery Cart, Lines Appliance, Viero Wireless. Also, video streaming brought to you tonight by Food Bar and Grill in Anselmo, Moshka's Building Center in Arcadia, Dewey's Implement and Welding, and First Nebraska Bank Insurance Group. Arcadia Loop City and Anselmo Myrna, girls game coming up on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Love for you to be a part of their great team. They offer competitive wages, a team environment, and day one benefits. Some include health, life, dental, tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply online at bd.com/careers. BD loves supporting youth sports and the bright student athletes who work hard to compete in every contest. Remember bd.com/careers to start your journey to being a part of their great team.
Lines Appliance in Broken Bow has some awesome TVs available. They would be a perfect gift right now with the extra time we're spending at home. Lines has Samsung TVs from 32 inches all the way up to 85 inches. Use a new TV to stream high school sports. It's easier than ever with the smart TVs they have at Lines. Delivery and installation is available when you choose Brent and his crew at Lines. Don't head out of town. Local stores like Lines Appliance are ready to get you what you need. Lines Appliance in Broken Bow, open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday.
Muddy Creek Auto in Broken Bow is very proud of the local athletes that have shown such focus in the classroom and in the gym this season. Well done. All of your hard work has paid off, and you should be proud too. When looking for a dependable vehicle, it's as easy as stopping at Muddy Creek Auto in Broken Bow. They love finding their customers a vehicle perfect for what they need. Enjoy the broadcast, brought to you in part by Muddy Creek Auto in Broken Bow.
This is for the Anselmo Myrna community members and alumni. Paid for by Trias Ag, supporting the Anselmo Myrna Coyotes.
This is Barb Hansen of Nebraska State Bank. If there's anything that 2020 has taught us, it's that we should be thankful for the simple things in life. A safe home, a healthy family, and the support of a caring community. I urge you all to take a minute to think about the good things in your life and to start 2021 off with a grateful mindset. On behalf of the entire Nebraska State Bank family, we wish you and your loved ones a very happy holiday season. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
And again, we welcome you back to Loop City High School, getting closer now to the tip-off between Arcadia Loop City and Anselmo Myrna. Girls' half of our doubleheader coming up for you next on KBBN Radio. Again, we are presenting a live video stream of tonight's game along with our radio call this evening, and you can access that on our Sandhills Express Facebook page, also our website, sandhillsexpress.com, and the KCNI KBBN Twitter and YouTube pages. Joined again by Jeremy Scheib. Well, partner, one is in the books. We've got one to go.
Yep, we do. And kind of different having the boys' game be first and the girls' game second. But I don't think that'll hold back on the action that we're going to see on the court. I think it should be interesting to see these two teams go up against each other. And, of course, any basketball action is awesome in my book.
Both teams have 2 games under their belt coming in, and Anselmo Myrna is an even 1-1 this season. They opened with a win over Paxton 60-23, but then lost to Class D2 top 10 ranked Mullen 43-33. When we look at these two teams, you think of Arcadia Loop City, probably their strength is their guard play in the backcourt. For AM, they're really solid in the post area. Jade Chandler leads the team, averaging over 13 points per game. Caitlin Jaco also averaging in double figures through 2 games with 10 points per game. We mentioned Arcadia Loop City, their guard play. They're led by Haley Cashlin with just over 7 points a game. And then her backcourt teammate is Ellie Oxford, also averaging 7 points a game for Arcadia Loop City coming in. ALC, they're off to an 0-2 start, Jeremy, but oh my gracious, the two teams that they had to open with. They had to go on the road and play Broken Bow, who is top 10 ranked in Class C1. And then the next night, they've got to take on defending state champion and number 1 ranked in Class D1 Pleasanton. Not an easy schedule to start with if you're Arcadia Loop City.
No, not at all. But you know what you can call them now? It's battle-tested.
Yeah.
They've gone out there, and they've played some of the best teams in the state in 2 different classes on either side of them pretty much. So you know what, this Arcadia Loop City team is going to come in and play their hearts out, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I think we should have an interesting dynamic between these two teams. And Selma Myrna returning quite a few players and names that we're familiar with from last season. It's the complete opposite for Arcadia Loop City. They had a large senior class, and we're going to be saying that about Arcadia Loop City as we work our way through each of the new sports seasons throughout the next year. That senior class was a very good one for Arcadia Loop City, and they were a lot of fun to watch. But now for ALC, it's about the next person up, and you know that they want to set that new precedent as a team going forward.
Yeah, well said. Before we go to break, we want to say a big thank you to Trey Holbert. He's a sophomore at Broken Bow High School. He's helping us tonight running the video camera for our live video stream. And again, you can access that on our Facebook page, Twitter and YouTube pages, and also our website at sandhillsexpress.com. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we'll set up your starters. We'll get you ready to go. It's Arcadia Loop City and Selma Myrna. Girls action coming up on KBBN Radio.
GK Wine and Spirits has your favorites at awesome prices. Our beer cave has a great selection of Nebraska brews and domestics, wine coolers, and seltzers. The wine selection at the GK has something you can pair with any kind of meal. Great refreshments at awesome prices. For your good time or to wind down your day, a large selection and low prices are waiting for you at the GK Wine and Spirit Shop inside the grocery cart, Broken Bow.
When you want the very best, go see Trotter, where you'll always get more for your dollar. We're your little friendly store, and we're right next door. That's what we're here for. Go see Trotter.
Trotter Service is your #1 partner in keeping your operation running smoothly. Whether you need a new battery, brakes, an alignment, or any other repair, they have the specialists that'll get it done right. Can't get away from the farm or ranch? They offer bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to work with the farmers and ranchers of the area. Trotter's Tire Pros. West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Custer Federal State Bank has been a home lender since their inception in 1925. They continue their commitment to this day, offering conventional loans, first-time homebuyer loans with grant funds available for down payment assistance, construction loans, and home equity loans. Remember, unlike many traditional lenders, they utilize secondary market funding to offer long-term fixed interest rates in all markets, including ag, commercial, business, and home. Custer Federal State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans are subject to credit approval. One thing we definitely desire perfection on is our vehicles. You want something that gets you to where you're going comfortably while looking great. Whether storm damage, deer damage, or insurance claim, take your ride to Rod's Body and Paint Broken Bow. They're the collision specialist. You should call 308-872-5346. Offering over 42 years of experience, they'll get you back on the road quickly without sacrificing quality. From dings and dents to full replacement and auto glass repair. Rod's Body and Paint, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. Ready or not, here comes the chilly season. Are you already noticing some cold drafts coming into your home, chilling the air? Don't make your heating system work harder than it needs to. Talk to Meade Lumber and Broken Bow about insulation solutions to keep the cold where it belongs, outside. The helpful staff at Meade Lumber and Broken Bow can offer solutions that will save you money when the weather gets chilly. Talk to them today, East Highway 2, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
And again, we welcome you back to Loop City High School, getting ready for the tip-off now of the girls' half of our doubleheader tonight as Arcadia Loop City gets ready to host Selma Myrna. As we mentioned, AM coming in with a 1-1 record after 2 games. And let's take a look at your starting lineups for the Coyotes. Hadley Safranek, a 5'8 junior. Caitlin Jaco, 5'9 senior. Claire Cooksley, 5'9 senior. Kirsten Myers, 5'6 junior. And Jay Chandler, a 5'11 junior. Those are your starting 5 for Selma Myrna, coached by Trent Kirchman and assisted by Troy Gilligan. Now the starting lineup for the Arcadia Loop City Lady Rebels. Haley Cashlin, a 5'5 junior. Lindsay Luce, 5'5 senior. Jace Holbert, 5'1 sophomore. Ellie Oxford, a 5'3 junior. And Delaney Heil, a 5'9 senior. Arcadia Loop City coached by Jason Bott and assisted this season by Tara Cashlin and Tazalia Scott. And your starting lineups were brought to you tonight by your friends at Joe's Market in Loop City. Your local community connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. By shopping Joe's Market each week, you keep your dollars in the local economy, and you embrace what makes them different from larger national competitors. Make Joe's Market your destination in Loop City. We'll take one final timeout. When we come back, we'll tip it off. It's Anselmo Myrna and Arcadia Loop City girls action coming up next on KBBN Radio.
What happened to paying one price and getting everything included? You buy an airline ticket and pay extra to bring a change of clothes, book a hotel room, and you're shelling out for Wi-Fi and overpriced bottled water. Really? Imagine my delight when I found out roadside assistance is now included with my shelter insurance auto policy. So if I get a flat tire and need a jump, I just call and they take care of me. There's no additional cost, but some restrictions apply.
Shelter Insurance's auto rates are falling. See Agent Brent Custer for details.
A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping is proud of their over 25 years of dedicated service, and they look forward to having the opportunity to serve you with experienced, reliable service. Have some pesky cedar trees? They do removal. Of course, remember them when the weather warms up because a passion for landscaping runs in their veins. Rock beds, boulders, retaining walls, leveling, and more. A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping is proud to support the athletes of Central Nebraska by sponsoring this broadcast.
Septic emergencies are right up there on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squire's Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units, too. Squire's Septic Service of Myrna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
Arrow Seed has the perfect gift for those who like to camp or entertain outdoors, a can cooker. You can prepare a feast for 2 to 20 with ease. Just put in meat and vegetables, lock the top, and let the can cooker do the work over an open fire, gas burner, grill, or stovetop. You can even make a cake in a can cooker. Arrow Seed has cookbooks and racks to go along with this great gift, and the wrapping is free. Stop by Arrow Seed in Broken Bow today.
Are you having a hard time getting moving after your surgery? Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. If you have recently undergone surgery to your knee, hip, shoulder, back, or wrist, or having trouble doing the things you love, call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. With our highly trained staff in orthopedic rehabilitation, we are committed to getting you moving again. Call us at any of our locations close to you or check us out at myteampt.com. 872-5111.
And we're underway as the tip controlled by the Anselmo Myrna Lady Coyotes, and dribbling it to the right elbow is Jade Chandler, who knocks down the 15-footer, and AM scores the opening basket of the game. Arcadia Loop City with a basketball. Heil looking inside, goes outside with it, trying to drive is Cashlin. She'll put it up on the glass, strong, no good. Rebound pulled down by Chandler. AM looking to run. Chandler at the top of the key to Cooksley. Inside Jaco, turns and shoots. Not able to finish, but she is fouled, and Caitlin Jaco will go to the line.
Kind of a defensive breakdown there for Arcadia Loop City. Jaco just kind of found herself on the block without anybody next to her. Did a good job of turning around and getting the shot up quick. Wasn't able to get it to go, but the Rebels kind of had to foul to try to recover.
And Jaco able to knock down the first of 2 free throws. Second one on its way, short, no good. And the ball will go over to Arcadia Loop City. You know, this was an Anselmo Myrna team that was within an eyelash of qualifying for the state tournament a year ago. Made it to the district final and fell just a little bit short. They would love to make another run like that here this year. Pass deflected and knocked out of bounds by AM's Kirsten Myers. Arcadia Loop City will inbound on the side. Cashlin bounces it in. This is Oxford. Good shot fake. Gets inside, puts it up too strong, no good. And the rebound ripped down by Hadley Safranek. Sends it ahead to Chandler off the glass and good. And AM leads early 5-0. Oxford brings it across midcourt. Ellie keeps the bounce alive, sends it over left side to Jace Holbert. Jace lobs it inside, pass deflected, it's loose and picked up by Jaco. A turnover for the Rebels. Jaco picks up the bounce, sends it to Cooksley. Claire to the left hand, and she's not able to knock it down as the rebound is fought for. It goes out of bounds, last touched by AM. Good drive by Cooksley, just not able to finish with the left hand. Oxford brings it across midcourt. Crossover dribble to her left. Cut off at the elbow. Reverse dribble to the right. Now looks for help. Finds Holbert with it. Back off to Oxford as AM opens up man-to-man defensively. This is Luce with it. Luce looking inside. Now gives it up top of the key over to Heil. They swing it left side to Holbert. Holbert, crossover by Chandler, takes a shot, too strong, no good, and Chandler's there for the rebound. Ball knocked away, it's loose on the floor. They fight, they scramble, and a jump ball will be called.
Well, good job there by Arcadia Loop City. Didn't secure the rebound, but they had active hands as soon as the Coyotes turned around to work up the court.
So Arcadia Loop City to inbound. Cashlin will throw it in. Knocking it away is Jaco. A steal for the Coyotes, but then they give it right back as Luce comes up with it for the Rebels. Off to Oxford. Now Cashlin, a three. That's off the mark, no good. They fight for the rebound, and they're going to call a foul. Good box out by Cooksley of Anselmo Myrna. Luce battling for the rebound, gets whistled for the foul, and that'll be her first. 5:45 to go, opening quarter. AM leading it 5-0. Arcadia Loop City will back off and pick up the pressure in the half court. Jessica Steeb is into the game now for Arcadia Loop City. Also, the freshman Chloe Karkuski. And a three knocked down by Anselmo Myrna. Oxford sends it ahead to Holbert. Holbert on the wing, throws it inside to Cashlin, not able to finish at the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Hadley Safranek. Safranek sends it ahead to Cooksley, trying to save it. She's able to throw it off the leg of Steve out of bounds, and AM will maintain possession.
Now that was quick thinking by Claire Cooksley. Had no time to think about it, just had to fire the ball in, and you see her eyes quickly travel to the defender.
Now Cashlin a steal for the Rebels. Cashlin to the rim, she'll put it up and score. Haley Cashlin with the first 2 points for Arcadia Loop City. AM with the ball. Kirsten Myers dribbling through traffic. Passes off to Cooksley. Claire, reverse dribble into the lane. Puts it up. Had it blocked. Taken away by Cashlin. 2-on-1 break if Haley hurries. Now it's 2-on-2. Cashlin will fire. It's off the back iron. No good. And the rebound pulled down by Hadley Safranek. Hadley had it knocked away, but able to control and send it over to Myers. Kirsten spinning in the lane. She'll shoot it. And it's good. Boy, AM looking really good offensively early as they lead it 10-2.
They're also leading the rebounding battle 5-1 by my mark, so Arcadia Loop City not getting many second chances.
This is Oxford, dribbles to her left, passes off to Steve. Steve looking inside for Karkuski on the cut, not available. Goes to Cashlin for a three. Haley Cashlin from deep.
Dare I say she was cash?
Yes. Here's Cooksley trying to answer. In and out, wouldn't go. And the rebound to Jace Holbert. Holbert leading the break. AM back defensively, and now Arcadia Loop City will work out of the half court. Oxford matched up with Hadley Safranek. Swings it left side over to Cashlin. Another three. That's off this time. No good. Rebound, Jaco. AM looking to push. Caitlin going to dribble it the distance. Put it up. No good, and they're going to call a charge. Caitlin Jaco trying to go coast to coast. Ellie Oxford stepped in front, able to pick up the charge, and that'll be the first foul against Jaco as Coach Kirchman going to go to his bench a little bit now. Shaylin Safranek is in for the Coyotes, and also coming in is Macy Miller.
Well, that was a great play from Ellie Oxford. It's simple. She beat her to the spot, got set, and then stood her ground to draw the charge.
Arcadia Loop City with the ball, and they turn it over. Here's Jade Chandler at the other end. Chandler going to challenge Karkuski. Puts it up, not able to finish, but she does draw the foul, and that'll send Chandler to the line.
So that'll be the first on Karkuski. Second team foul. third team foul.
Two-shot foul, and the first one is good. Jade averaging double figures after 2 games, leading the team in scoring with 13 per contest coming in. Second free throw, got them both. And your score now, Anselmo Myrna 12, Arcadia Loop City 5, as we near the 3-minute mark here in quarter number 1. Oxford dribbles to her left, passes back off to the right. This is Tatum Kapuska with it, gives it up. Here's the shot. It's on the way, no good. Jessie Hyen was the one who took the shot as she is checked in. And then going for the rebound was Kapuska, but her foot was on the baseline, so the ball will go over to Anselmo Myrna. Chandler will bring it across half court with the bounce. Off to Myers now. Kirsten looking inside. Still looking. Now they go for the lob. Shaylin Safranek with the catch. And then a foul committed against Arcadia Loop City.
Yeah, Shaylin immediately found herself in a lot of action down there when she got the entry pass. Nice looking pass in there. Just kind of dropped it right in the bucket.
Macy Miller to inbound, and the inbounds pass immediately rejected and sent back out of bounds by Arcadia Loop City's Jessica Steeb, who was defending the inbound. Now they go into Shaylin Safranek, and reaching in to rip it away was Kapuska of Arcadia Loop City. Off to Oxford, who sends it ahead. This is loose. Shot fake as she dribbles into the corner. Cut off there. Pass is deflected. Loose on the floor and picked up by Macy Miller as Arcadia Loop City turns it over. Kirsten Myers into the forward court. Kirsten, right side of the lane. Kick out. Cooksley for deep, and that's good. Cooksley from downtown. And the lead is 10 for Anselmo Myrna. Oxford cut off at the top of the key. Sends it over to Kapuska. Now it's loose with it. Lindsay looking inside, still looking. Now out to Steve. Can't handle the pass. Another steal for AM. Cooksley going to challenge Oxford. Puts it up too strong, no good. Steve with a strong defensive rebound for Arcadia Loop City. Rebels back the other way as Luce throws it inside. The shot up by Hyen, but first an extra step taken and a turnover for Arcadia Loop City.
Arcadia Loop City has kind of caught the turnover bug here as of late. 6 turnovers so far just here in the first quarter, but they seem to have come in rapid fire here lately. If they can get into their half-court offense, they've been getting good shots at the rim, but they've been turning it over too quickly before then.
Under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Macy Miller with it. Pass deflected. Loose on the floor, and they're going to call a reach-in foul against Anselmo Myrna. Miller reaches in, commits the foul. 1:36 left to go opening quarter. Anselmo Myrna 15, Arcadia Loop City 5.
Just the second team foul for AM here in the first.
Holbert will bring it across the half-court line, send it ahead. Hyen had it knocked away, but able to chase it down and maintain possession. Luce will turn and look. Still looking, now puts it on the floor. Sends it inside. Hyen trying to back down Shaylin Safranek, now gives it up. Here's the shot by Kapuska off the side of the backboard, no good. And the rebound into the hands of Macy Miller of Anselmo Myrna. Miller will shoot from 18 feet off the back iron, no good. They fight for the rebound. Hadley Safranek, who's back into the game, gets the ball, and on the putback attempt will be fouled. So that'll send Hadley to the line as we come toward the end of quarter number 1. Free throw by Hadley Safranek off the back iron, no good.
Foul was on Holbert. That's her first in the game.
Kirsten Myers checking back in for the Coyotes. Caitlin Jaco back in as well. They'll join Macy Miller, Hadley Safranek, and also on the court for Anselmo Myrna is Carly Bartok as the free throw missed by Safranek and the rebound to Arcadia Loop City. Into the forecourt is Holbert spinning and then loses the ball and then trying to get it back. It's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say that Arcadia Loop City was the last team to touch it. 45 seconds to go in the opening quarter, and Anselmo Myrna leading it 15-5. Kirsten Myers sends it ahead to Bartok, and she took an extra step. Turnover AM, and Arcadia Loop City will have it with 40 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Both teams kind of trying to work out the kinks here in the first quarter. I don't expect these turnovers to keep coming this consistently through the game.
Good crossover by Holbert. Takes the shot. Too strong, no good. But there for the offensive rebound, Kapuska. Now a deep three by Holbert. Off the mark, no good. Luce is there for the offensive rebound. And then she will be fouled.
That's a good job by Lindsay Luce. She got the weak side rebound and then just went right back up with it. She didn't wait for the defense to get there. She thought quickly, and because of it, she earned some shots at the line.
And the first free throw is good as Claire Cooksley will come in. Carly Bartok comes out as we play out the final 23 seconds of the opening quarter. AM 15, Arcadia Loop City 6. And make it 7 as Luce knocks down both free throws. Miller quickly pushing it back the other way for AM. Miller trying to throw it inside. The pass is deflected. It's out of bounds. And last touched by Arcadia Loop City. Kirsten Myers to inbound it. Kirsten from the baseline tries to bounce it in, but it's kicked away. And AM will try to inbound it again. Myers will send it in to Hadley Safranek. Hadley going baseline, cut off there, throws it out high. Ball is loose, still loose, and it's knocked away by Kapuska. Kapuska to the other end, and she lays it up and in. Tatum Kapuska. At the other end, it's Cooksley. She will not get a shot off. So a nice little run by Arcadia Loop City to end the quarter. And at the end of one, it is Anselmo Myrna 15, Arcadia Loop City 9.
All towns are brought together cheering on their favorite teams. Agland ATV knows how hard the athletes and coaches work year-round and are proud to help sponsor the games of our customers and their kids and grandkids. We have built relationships with many of these families through the years and are proud of their success. Best of luck to all the local athletes from Agland ATV in Broken Bow.
872-3424.
Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. 872-3424.
End of quarter number one, leading Arcadia Loop City 15-9. The Anselmo Myrna Seniors Club would like to give a shout out tonight to the Anselmo Myrna girls basketball team, wishing them much success throughout their season. Members include Cliff and Judy Klein, Mike and Carolyn Chandler, Mona Moselle, Jerry and Karen Safranek, Roger and Sharon Safranek, along with Brad and Barb Bartok. The Anselmo Myrna Seniors Club congratulating the Anselmo Myrna basketball teams this season and wishing them the best of luck.
From what I understand, they were all planning on watching the game at home tonight, so shout out to them and thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, appreciate that very much. Again, we've got the radio broadcast going on KBBN 95.3 FM, kbbn.com, and a live video stream tonight as well. You can access it on our Facebook page, Sandhills Express, also sandhillsexpress.com, and our Twitter and YouTube pages as well. Start of the second quarter, AM with the ball. Cooksley gives it up to Chandler. Chandler dribbling to her right, and now throws it out to Hadley Safranek. Hadley will dribble to the elbow. She'll fire, and it's good. Safranek dribbles to the elbow, left open, and able to drain it to put AM back up by 8. Haley Cashlin bouncing it inside, intended for Steve, but a good reaction defensively by Claire Cooksley as she knocks it away. Goes out of bounds, though, and Arcadia Loop City will maintain possession. Cashlin to throw it in. Haley looking, finds Kapuska. Kapuska lost it, and it's picked up on the floor by Kirsten Myers. Kirsten sends it ahead to Hadley Safranek. Hadley goes to the rim. A lot of contact, but no call. Arcadia Loop City with the ball. Kapuska quickly pushing it back the other way for the Rebels. Gives it up to Oxford. Oxford will shoot it, and it's good! Oh, what a shot by Ellie Oxford. A running, wild jump shot that goes in, and now at the other end, it's Jade Chandler, and Jade will be fouled. It'll be in the act of shooting, and she'll go to the line.
And that's going to be the first one on Tatum Kapuska.
Chandler at the line, and the free throw's good.
Jade well on her way to her average. She's already got 10 in the game, 10 of the 18 for the Coyotes.
Second one, no good. Missed it, and the rebound to Kapuska. Just over a minute gone here in quarter number 2. AM 18, Arcadia Loop City 11. Haley Cashlin looking for Steve inside, but guarded well by Cooksley, and now she throws it away. Steal by Jaco. Jaco will put it up, not able to finish, but she is fouled. Good anticipation defensively by Jaco to create the steal. Fouled at the offensive end. Foul is on Delaney Heil, and that is already her second. Jaco will be at the line shooting 2.
And those are those tough situations you get in on those breakaways. Heil really put in a position where if she doesn't foul, it's going to be an easy 2 for Jaco. So you hear it all the time in basketball. Make them earn it from the line, and that's what Jaco's doing right now.
Free throw, rattled around the rim a little bit, but fell through. So Caitlin makes good on the first. The second one is good as well. Made them both. And your score now, Anselmo Myrna 20, Arcadia Loop City 11 with 6:40 to go in the first half. Ellie Oxford sends it ahead to Kapuska. Guarded by Chandler in AM's man-to-man defense. Steve at the top of the key gives it off to Cashlin. Haley uses the shot fake, and then as she tries to drive inside, took an extra step, and the travel is called.
And she had the right idea. The lane was there. She just forgot to put the ball on the floor before making her move.
Arcadia Loop City will back off and pick up the defensive pressure in the half court. Hadley Safranek dribbling to her right, in the lane, to the rim, layup, good.
Wow, and that was a nice move through the lane by Hadley. She saw the opening and kind of got through the first part and then just had to invent the rest when she got there. Great move.
The lead is 11 now for Anselmo Myrna. I believe that's their biggest of the game. Here's Kapuska, had it knocked away by Myers into the hands of Safranek. Hadley Safranek going to challenge Oxford, puts it up, short, no good. Rebound Chandler, put back, good. Chandler on the follow, and now the lead up to 13 for Anselmo Myrna. Oxford, crossover to her left, gives it up to Kapuska, looking for Cashlin on the cut, but it's not available. Now Steve with it, trying to drive on Jaco, puts it up, not able to finish, but she draws the foul. Good strong move to the rim by Jessica Steve, and the sophomore will go to the free throw line for Arcadia Loop City.
And that's going to be the second on Jaco here with 5:30 to go first half.
Free throw on the way, good. Rattled around and fell through. Kapuska comes out for Arcadia Loop City. Jace Holbert will come in to replace her. Second free throw attempt coming for Steve. And it is good, made them both. Anselmo Myrna 24, Arcadia Loop City 13 with 5:25 to go, second quarter. Jay Chandler, checked by Holbert, keeps the bounce alive into the corner, throws it out high, and the pass received by Caitlin Jaco. Now Jaco looks for help, gives it up to Kirsten Myers, and the Coyotes will reset out of the half court. Chandler deep on the wing, uses the ball screen. Into the corner now, Cooksley dribbles through traffic, puts it up, and scores. Boy, good, strong move by Cooksley. And the lead is 13 again for Anselmo Myrna as Coach Bott wants a timeout for the Rebels. 4:56 to go, first half. It's Anselmo Myrna 26, Arcadia Loop City 13.
Seed advisors help farmers focus on the things they can control, like corn trait seed that works best in their fields. A winning strategy starts with Golden Harvest corn that contains genetics with the most above and below ground insect protection available today. Golden Harvest corn with AgriSure Duracade trait technology for corn rootworm provides protection with a unique mode of action.
Contact Brandon Miller of Myrna to find your local Golden Harvest seed advisor.
And we bring you back to Loop City High School. 4:56 to go, second quarter. And Semel has led the entire way. They lead at 26-13 now. Again, if you're just joining us, boys game earlier tonight. They're the ones that started our doubleheader as Arcadia Loop City improved to 3-1 on the season, winning 55-43 over Semel earlier tonight. After the timeout, Rebels with the ball. Lindsay Luce back into the game, handles, and now gives it up between the rings to Holbert. Finds Steve at the high post. She'll turn and face and now send it out high to Luce. Luce looking, dumps it for Steve, but the pass a little bit too high to handle as it goes out of bounds, and Arcadia Loop City turns it over. Coyotes with a basketball. Kirsten Myers will bring it across half court with the bounce. Over to Hadley Safranek. A three. Good. Boy, a big first half for Hadley. They're going to say her foot was on the line. So just a two-pointer for Hadley. And the lead is 15 for Semel. Luce at the high post. Lob for Steve. Puts it up. Can't finish. They fight for the rebound. And I believe a jump ball is going to be called. I've really been impressed, Jeremy, with the way Semel has run their offense tonight. It's been very smooth and fluid so far.
It has been, and you know, only 8 turnovers, and a lot of those were happening on the other side of the court when they were trying to get into their half-court offense. But their half-court offense has been great, like you said.
Jace Holbert brings it to the top of the key as the Rebels will reset the offense. Karkuski, the freshman, handles it, trying to drive on Jaco, gives it up to Hyan, who's back into the game. She loses it. Ball's loose on the floor. They fight for it. It's going to go out of bounds, and they'll say it was last touched by Semel.
So funny sometimes the ball goes towards the baseline and both players running after it immediately decide, well, I've got to stop running for it and start selling that I didn't touch it last. All hands went up in the air there.
Tatum Kapuska, the 5'7" sophomore, receives the inbounds pass and knocks down the jumper. Rebels back to within 13. Kirsten Myers had the ball knocked away, able to chase it down. Now she'll fire from deep. That's off the mark, no good. Rebound, Jaco, put back, no. They fight for the rebound again, and out of there with it is Steve for Arcadia Loop City. 3:20 to go, second quarter. AM 28. ALC 15. Steve in the corner. Jessica uses the ball screen, dribbles baseline, but first a whistle and a foul. And we'll see who they whistled it on. Looks like Myers is the one who will pick it up. Substitutions for AM. Shaylin Safranek will come in. Macy Miller, Carly Bartok all check in. Hadley Safranek and Jade Chandler stay on the floor to play with him for AM. Holbert, deep three. No, it's a lob pass to Steve. Catches, shoots, and it rolls off the rim and wouldn't go down. They fight for the rebound, and it's into the hands of Macy Miller. I thought at first she was shooting that, but it was a beautiful lob pass to Steve, who almost finished. Meanwhile, at the other end, it's Bartok with the shot. No good. Karkuski with the defensive rebound. And the Rebels have the ball as we have 2:40 remaining in the second quarter. Holbert off to Heil. Heil now to Steve, top of the key. Goes inside, takes the shot, off the mark, no good. Rebound Chandler, taken away by Holbert, puts it up, no good. Chandler may have gotten a piece. And now AM with the ball. Chandler sends it ahead to Miller. Miller trying to go baseline, dribbles around Heil, trying to enter it inside. The ball is slapped away. It's loose. They fight. They scramble. A whistle. And what are we going to have? A foul, I think. And it's going to go against Semel.
Yeah, that was hectic there for a moment,
wasn't
it?
The
ball
yeah.
was kind of all over the place, and saw the official make the signal down there on the baseline. Just that call that's not officially in the official's handbook, but they just kind of flail their arms around. That's just an indication that says, well, there was so much going on that nothing really happened.
Loose in the corner with it for Arcadia Loop City. Passes off to Oxford. Under 2 minutes to go now in the second quarter. AM leading it by 13. Loose on the wing. Looks. Still looking. Now gives it up to Oxford, who finds Cashlin. Cashlin trying to drive inside. Pinned by Chandler. Lost the ball, but picking it up is Oxford. Off to Cashlin again. Now it's Hyen with it. 18-footer. In and out, wouldn't go. And the rebound tipped out into the hands of Carly Bartok. Chandler sends it ahead to Hadley Safranek, and AM operates offensively with 1:20 to go in the half. Chandler will drive and fire. Off the mark, no good. Rebound fought for. It's loose again. Shaylin Safranek battling for it. And they're going to say that while Safranek was on the floor fighting for the ball, she traveled with it. So a turnover for the Lady Coyotes. Arcadia Loop City with the ball as we near a minute left to go in quarter number 2. AM 28, Arcadia Loop City 15. Hyen looks inside. They dump it down low to Cashlin. Pass rejected and deflected out of bounds by AM. And Arcadia Loop City will maintain possession as they inbound on the baseline. Cashlin to throw it in. Haley looks, finds Hyen, and now they go off to Oxford. Oxford on the wing will dribble it to her right as we are under a minute to go here in quarter number 2. Oxford keeping the bounce alive. Miller applying the pressure. Now it's Hyen who gives it up to Heil, throws it away. Shaylin Safranek steps in front of the pass and rips it away for the Coyotes. Off to Kirsten Myers, ahead to Chandler. 40 seconds to go in the half. Back to Myers. Myers to Chandler again. Jade at the top of the key, cut off at the elbow, extended to Myers coming down the lane. She'll put it up, no good, but a foul will be called.
Well, you talked earlier about the flow of the Coyotes offense, and a lot of that is due to Jade Chandler's ability to dribble the ball, and she really takes advantage of her height. It allows her to see over most defenders, and she's able to dribble with her eyes up, and that really allows them to get into their offense, and it starts usually with a crisp pass from her into the lane.
That's the 8th team foul against Arcadia Loop City, so AM in the bonus. This is a 1-and-1 as Myers steps to the line, and she makes the first. Again, a thank you to all of our sponsors you're hearing from on our radio broadcast tonight, and all of the sponsors you see flashing across the screen if you're watching our live video stream tonight. Second free throw is missed. Rebound Arcadia Loop City. 25 seconds to go in the half. Here's Hyen, the open look. It is on its way off the rim, would not go down. Rebound Chandler. Pass ahead to Shaylin Safranek. Shaylin will put it up, and a foul will be called. Shaylin Safranek is going to get whistled for the offensive foul. A charge will be called. And now Arcadia Loop City will have the ball with 15 seconds remaining.
And Ellie Oxford has her second drawn charge in this one. She's done it in the same place 2 times.
Oxford has the ball knocked away, but able to retrieve. 6 seconds to go in the half. Cashlin had it ripped away by Miller. Ball is loose on the floor. Still loose. Hyen throws it up at the buzzer, but it would not go down. Oh, wait a minute. We got a foul. Oh, man, they called a foul before the half came to an end. As the buzzer sounded, the ball was being knocked around all over the place. Hyen got her hands on it, got it up on the rim, and they're going to say that she was fouled as the buzzer sounded. So the free throw, good. To me, these are the most difficult free throws to make. Nobody around. Everybody has come off the lane. There's no time on the clock. Now the second one. Missed it. Made 1 of 2. And that is the way the half will come to an end. We played 1 half of basketball in the girls' half of our doubleheader tonight. And Selma Myrna leads it 29-16 over Arcadia Loop City. We'll come back and take a look at your first half numbers after these words on KBBN Radio.
Provide superior financial service with honesty, professionalism, and confidentiality while promoting economic growth and stability in the communities they serve. With convenient locations in St. Paul, Loop City, and Central City, all locations are experienced in real estate, agriculture, commercial, and consumer lending, offer savings, deposit checking accounts, debit cards, and online mobile banking. Citizens Bank and Trust are proud supporters of all student activities. Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Loop City Lumber is your full-service lumber yard located at 904 O Street in Loop City. And they're happy to support the Arcadia Loop City Rebels by sponsoring this radio broadcast. Owners Scott and Stacy Tencher want you to know that Loop City Lumber offers materials and advice for all your needs. From metal buildings, new home buildings, and newly added floor covering section, they're ready to serve you. At Loop City Lumber, helping bring you this high school sports action.
No matter what hunting season is around the corner, you should be headed to Johnson Hunt and Fish in Loop City to prepare. Great customer service, a knowledgeable staff, and competitive pricing mean you're on your way to a great outdoor experience. From hunting gear and fishing gear to licenses and park permits, go see Johnson Hunt and Fish in Loop City, 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on South Highway 58. They're proud to help bring you this broadcast.
Loop Agency Loop Realty is the place to call for all your insurance and real estate needs. Offering home, farm, auto, crop, commercial, and specialty line coverages like animal mortality or special events coverage. Loop Agency will be happy to give you a free insurance review. While the competition may sell insurance, Amy and Tina write insurance and sell service. Loop Agency Loop Realty, Loop City, Nebraska, 745-1097 or www.looprealty.com.
There's no reason to struggle with your shopping list, especially when you have a sports fan or athlete to shop for, and Geared for Sports is there for you. Right now, save 20% off sports equipment and 15% off regular priced apparel. Geared for Sports has Husker wear, fan gear, and a great selection of awesome Under Armour. Plus, with convenient hours, you can head in and shop when you have time. Monday to Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 10 to 4, plus Sunday, noon to 4 through Christmas. Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow. BD would love for you to be a part of their great team. They offer competitive wages, a team environment, and day one benefits. Some include health, life, dental, tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply online at bd.com/careers. BD loves supporting youth sports and the bright student athletes who work hard to compete in every contest. Remember bd.com/careers to start your journey to being a part of their great team.
And again, we welcome you back to Loop City High School. Halftime of the girls' game as Anselmo Myrna leads at 29-16 over Arcadia Loop City. The Anselmo Myrna Seniors Club would like to give a shout out to the Anselmo Myrna basketball team tonight, wishing them much success throughout their season. Members include Cliff and Judy Klein, Mike and Carolyn Chandler, Mona Moselle, Jerry and Karen Safranik, Roger and Sharon Safranik, and Brad and Barb Bartok. Thank you, folks, for helping with our broadcast tonight. And they say, go Coyotes. Well, earlier tonight in the boys' game, in case you missed it, Arcadia Loop City picked up the win 55-43 to move to 2-1 on the season. And now at halftime of the girls' contest, it's Anselmo Myrna leading it 29-16. And to take a look at your first half scoring numbers, here's Jeremy.
All right, let's go ahead and start with the home team, the Arcadia Loop City Lady Rebels. They were led by Haley Cashlin. She had 5 points. Right behind her was Tatum Kaputska with 4, and then 2 apiece for Lindsay Luce, Ellie Oxford, and Jessica Steeb. 1 point for Jessie Hyen there in the first half. Arcadia Loop City scored 9 points in the first quarter, cooled off a little bit in the second quarter, and scored 7. Their first half total is 16. They pulled down 9 rebounds compared to 16 for Anselmo Myrna. Let's take a look at the scoring for the Coyotes now. Jade Chandler well on her way to her average. In fact, she's almost there. She had 12 first half points. Hadley Safranik with 6. 5 points for Claire Cooksley, and then 3 apiece for Kirsten Myers as well as Caitlin Jaco. As far as turnovers go, Arcadia Loop City committed 13 turnovers, and Anselmo Myrna with 10. AM really balanced scoring. Also scored more points in the first quarter, as did Arcadia Loop City. First quarter scored 15, and in the second, 14 to get to their total of 29. So again, your halftime score: Anselmo Myrna 29, Arcadia Loop City 16.
Jeremy, thank you. And again, we want to take a moment and thank all of the wonderful sponsors who are bringing you our radio as well as live video streaming tonight on Central Nebraska Sports Source. Those sponsors helping sponsor the radio broadcast tonight include Citizens Bank and Trust, Loop City Lumber, Johnson Hunt and Fish, Loop Agency, Loop Realty. Also Geared for Sports, BD Broken Bow, Lines Appliance, Muddy Creek Auto, and Trias Ag. Radio coverage also being brought to you by Golden Harvest, Brandon Miller, Nebraska State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Grocery Cart, Custer Federal State Bank, Trotter Service, Meade Lumber, Shelter Insurance, Brent Custer, your local agent, A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping, Squire Septic Service, Arrow Seed, Team Physical Therapy, and Agland ATV. Helping sponsor the live video streaming tonight, Citizens Bank and Trust, Loop City Lumber, BD Broken Bow, Meade Lumber, Palmer Monument, Geared for Sports, Agland ATV, Grocery Cart, Lines Appliance, Viero Wireless, Fubar and Grill in Anselmo, Moshka's Building Center, Dewey's Implement and Welding, and First Nebraska Bank Insurance Group. A big thanks to all of our sponsors bringing you radio and video coverage tonight. At the half, Anselmo Myrna 29, Arcadia Loop City 16. Second half action coming up on KBBN Radio.
Lines Appliance in Broken Bow has some awesome TVs available. They would be a perfect gift right now with the extra time we're spending at home. Lines has Samsung TVs from 32 inches all the way up to 85 inches. Use a new TV to stream high school sports. It's easier than ever with the smart TVs they have at Lines. Delivery and installation is available when you choose Brent and his crew at Lines. Don't head out of town. Local stores like Lines Appliance are ready to get you what you need. Lines Appliance in Broken Bow, open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday.
Muddy Creek Auto in Broken Bow is very proud of the local athletes that have shown such focus in the classroom and in the gym this season. Well done. All of your hard work has paid off, and you should be proud too. When looking for a dependable vehicle, it's as easy as stopping at Muddy Creek Auto in Broken Bow. They love finding their customers a vehicle perfect for what they need. Enjoy the broadcast, brought to you in part by Muddy Creek Auto in Broken Bow.
This is for the Anselmo Myrna community members and alumni. Paid for by Trias Ag, supporting the Anselmo Myrna Coyotes.
This is Barb Hansen of Nebraska State Bank. If there's anything that 2020 has taught us, it's that we should be thankful for the simple things in life. A safe home, a healthy family, and the support of a caring community. I urge you all to take a minute to think about the good things in your life and to start 2021 off with a grateful mindset. On behalf of the entire Nebraska State Bank family, we wish you and your loved ones a very happy holiday season. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
And we come back to Loop City High School. The two teams out on the court taking their halftime warm-ups. Since we have just a moment, we'll remind you of more high school sports coverage coming up for you this week on KBBN Radio. Coming up on Thursday, we'll be at a gymnasium, but we're going to roll the wrestling mats out as Broken Bow will travel to North Platte for their annual duel with North Platte High. That should be a good one. North Platte is actually preseason ranked by NEWrestle.com at number 3 in Class A. Broken Bow ranked number 4 in Class B, and they will duel each other on Thursday night. We're going to be there. We're going to take the video camera with us again, and so we'll have the matches for you on the radio at KBBN 95.3 FM, and we'll also live stream them on our Facebook page, website, Twitter, and YouTube. So join us for that coming up Thursday night live from North Platte. I believe matches are to begin at around 6 o'clock on Thursday evening. Mr. Kurt Crowley will join me for that, and so we'll have the call of those wrestling matches for you coming up on Thursday.
Well, that's a really good one to start with
Not
wrestling
bad.
on. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't use this word often when describing sports matchups, but that one's going to be pretty spicy.
I think so.
So, yeah, that'd be some good entertainment for you on Thursday night. Even if you aren't specifically cheering for one team or the other, tune in.
All right, we are underway in the second half. Hadley Safranek gets a shot up for AM as they open with possession of the ball. And then as they battle for the rebound, we've got a whistle. And what they call jump ball?
I think so. It must be, because if it wasn't a jump ball, it would have been an over-the-back call, just because Jayco pulled that ball down and pulled the opposing rebounder right over her back.
Arcadia Loop City with the ball. Holbert will send it over to Luce. Luce thought about the three. Cooksley comes out to challenge, though. Now inside it goes to Cashlin. Puts it up on the rim. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebound Chandler. Chandler looking ahead. Dribbling away from the pressure applied from the back by Holbert. Off to Myers and now back to Jade. Chandler will give it up to Cooksley now. She'll pop and fire. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound Jayco. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Kirsten Myers. Myers dribbling through traffic. Leaves it for Jayco, puts it up, no good. Got it back, put it up, no good. And it's taken out of there by Jace Holbert of Arcadia Loop City. Holbert swings it left side over to Oxford. Ellie guarded by Hadley Safranek to Luce. Nice inside pass to Heil, but it's knocked away. Picked up by Holbert, back out to Luce. Deep three, Cashlin off the back iron, no good. Rebound fought for, and we're going to get another jump ball called. Just underway, third quarter. Nobody has scored yet in this second half. AM 29, ALC 16. I can use the initials, can I? Sound okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Just continue after A, otherwise it'd be very confusing.
Yeah. Chandler from deep. Jade Chandler, another three. Chandler knocks it down, and AM now leads it 32-16. Boy, Jade has had a very efficient offensive game so far. Cashlin, a deep one. That's off the back iron, no good. Caitlin Jayco there for the defensive rebound. Jayco lobs it over to Hadley Safranek as we have played just over 2 minutes here in the third. Lindsay Luce getting her hand on the ball, knocking it away, but the possession will stay with Anselmo Myrna. Kirsten Myers back to Jade Chandler. Chandler skip pass over to Cooksley. A three. That's off the back iron, no good. They fight for the rebound. High-end able to pick it up and secure it for Arcadia Loop City. Sends it ahead to Heil, and now Holbert will control. Jace Holbert will bring it across the half-court line. Jace swings it left side over to Oxford. Ellie looking in, putting it on the floor, now gives it up to Luce. Luce on the wing, dribbles it into the hands of Chandler, who gets the steal. Chandler out racing everybody to the other end, but she's not able to put it in on the layup try. Rebound Arcadia Loop City. Holbert now dribbling through traffic, sends it ahead to Heil, skips it out to Luce, the open 18-footer off the back iron, no good. Strong rebound by Cooksley, and AM has the ball again. Reaching in, trying to poke it away from Hadley Safranek was Jace Holbert, and she'll get whistled for the reach-in foul. Steve, Karkuski, and Kapuska coming in now for Arcadia Loop City. Hyen and Oxford stay on the floor for the Rebels. Jade Chandler off to Kirsten Myers. Back over to Jade. Jade will launch from deep. Off the mark this time. No good. And the rebound pulled down by Steve. Oxford back the other way for the Rebels. Gives it up to Kapuska. Looking inside for Hyen on the cut. Now puts it on the floor. Kicks it out to Steve. Steve will pull up and shoot. It's off the mark. No good. They fight for the loose ball. And coming out of the pile is Hadley Safranek. Hadley will bring it across the half-court line. Now slow it up as AM works out of the half-court. Cooksley trying to get to the high post. Sends it inside to Myers. Myers backing down Karkuski. Out to Cooksley. Touch pass. Jayco goes to the rim, and it's blocked by the freshman, Chloe Karkuski. Arcadia Loop City with the ball. Oxford crossover dribble to her left, gives it up. Hyen takes the shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Jaco as we played halfway through this third quarter. Cooksley goes by Karkuski, draws the contact and the foul.
And that was a great job by Claire. She faked the initial shot, went around one defender, and then made sure to initiate the contact on the way up. Because Arcadia Loop City is doing a good job of having their arms active and trying to block a shot, but they're not swiping down. So those calls that typically happen close to the rim aren't happening tonight.
Cooksley misses the first. Now the second one misses it as well. 3:53 to go in the third quarter. AM 32, Arcadia Loop City 16. Here is Kapuska. Throws it out to Oxford, inside Karkuski, up and around. Jaco, no good, got her own rebound though. And on the putback attempt, Karkuski will be fouled.
This one's going to go on Kirsten Myers, her second. Well, Brent, the scoring hasn't really been flowing for Arcadia Loop City, but defensively they've held the Coyotes to just 3 points so far in this quarter coming out of half.
And Karkuski able to knock down the free throw. Yeah, I think up until that free throw, there were just 3 total points scored in this half, right?
Correct.
And that was on the 3 by Chandler. Second free throw attempt by Karkuski, good. Freshman makes them both, and the lead is 14 for Anselmo Myrna. Some backcourt pressure applied now by Arcadia Loop City. Myers dribbling through traffic, and a reach-in foul will be called against the Rebels.
And that's kind of an unfortunate foul for Arcadia Loop City because I think the ball still would have squirted out of there without the contact made there by Hyen. So
Anselmo Myrna with the ball. Arcadia Loop City backs off into a 2-3 zone now. Skip pass over to Shaylin Safranik, who's back into the game. Inside it goes to Myers. Collision with Steeb, and a foul will be called against the Rebels.
We've got a perfect angle to see that one. It was a perfect idea from Safranik, but pass was just about a half second late.
Chandler in the corner. Jade will give it off to Kirsten Myers. Kirsten on the pass fake, goes inside, kicks it out to Chandler. Going baseline, Karkuski blocked it again. They fight for the rebound. Jaco and Kapuska get tied up. They're going to call a jump ball, and this time the possession arrow pointing to the Rebels. AM will drop off defensively and pick up the pressure in the half court. Nearing 3 minutes left to go, third quarter. AM 32, Arcadia Loop City 18. Kapuska with the ball, cut off at the high post, out to Cashlin, rims out, no good. They fight for the rebound. Steeb ripping it away from Shaylin Safranik, but first they're going to whistle a jump ball. And this time the possession arrow gives it to Anselmo Myrna. Again, backcourt pressure applied by the Rebels. Kirsten Myers sends it ahead to Chandler, wasn't looking for it, knocked away by Steve. Arcadia Loop City with the ball. This is Holbert off to Cashlin, the open look, short, no good. Karkuski the rebound, no good, but she is fouled. So Karkuski giving Arcadia Loop City a momentum off the bench, especially with rebounding. And now a timeout going to be called by Anselmo Myrna. 2:42 to go in the third. AM 32, Arcadia Loop City 18.
Need a snack or dish but don't want to stress about making it? The Grocery Cart Deli has your back. Give us a call at 872-2206. Meat and cheese trays are always a good go-to. Pick up your rack of pork ribs or a famous Chester's fried chicken and chicken strip boxes or meals. Need a cake? We can decorate it how you like. Don't stress about figuring out what dish you whip up. Ask for the help from the GK Deli. 872-2206 inside the Grocery Cart, Broken Bow.
And again, we welcome you back to Loop City High School. Brent Apperson, Jeremy Scheif with you on the radio. And again, a big shout out to Trey Holbert. He's a sophomore at Broken Bow High School, helping us with our camera work for the live video stream tonight. Trey works with the Broken Bow Sports Network as they operate the Strive channel for Broken Bow Athletics. Do a great job with it. And we appreciate Trey coming along for the ride tonight to help us provide you folks with our live video stream along with our radio call tonight. Chloe Karkuski at the free throw line for Arcadia Loop City. First one on its way. Good. Chloe's been good from the line tonight.
Well, I was going to talk about it after this last free throw, Brent,
but
yeah, I'll let you do the
You think I
jinxing.
jinxed her?
Oh
man, she missed it. I did this to Broken Bow Friday night when they were playing St. Pat's. I'm going to quit giving statistics when it comes to free throw shooting.
The broadcaster's jinx is real.
It is. Shaylin Safranik in the corner. Dribbles it out, hands it off to Chandler. Jade will pick it up at the top of the key. Back over to Shaylin for a three. Good. Shaylin Safranik from outside. The lead back up to 16 for AM. Nifty dribbling by Holbert gives it off to Kapuska now. Out to Karkuski. She'll try to answer. That's good. Foot was on the line. They say it's a two. Karkuski from deep. Again, backcourt pressure applied by Arcadia Loop City. Myers had it knocked away but able to chase it down. Kirsten into the forecourt with under 2 minutes to go now in the third. We've got a whistle and a foul coming against Arcadia Loop City.
And this is on Holbert, and that's her third. So with 1:44 to go in the third, certainly not the worst foul trouble you've ever seen somebody in, but first player to reach 3 on the court or bench.
And Ellie Oxford has come back in now for Arcadia Loop City as they back off into that 2-3 zone. Macy Miller's into the game for AM. Hands it off to Myers, who finds Shaylin Safranik from the corner. No good. Rebound, Jaco. Put back, no. But Caitlin's going to be fouled, and that'll send Jaco to the free throw line.
Well, and there have been a couple of plays that have looked very, very similar to that one when Jaco gets the ball down low and goes back up with it. The difference there was the Lady Rebels didn't keep their hands straight up and down. They brought it down and got involved and made contact on Jaco's arm.
Free throw off the mark. Hadley Safranik getting ready to come in for the shooter. Free throw, good. Made it. Hadley will come in, and Caitlin Jaco will come out. But first, we have a timeout. So we'll take 1-2. 1:31 to go in the third. And Semmelmyrna 36, Arcadia Loop City 21.
Service, every oil change comes with a multi-point inspection. As a Tire Pro store, they bring customers only the best brands of wheels and tires at the best prices anywhere, and have computer balancing and alignment too. They service semis and provide bulk fuel and propane delivery as well. At Trotter's Service, your hometown automotive repair and tire store.
Friendly service every time. Quality is what you'll find where your neighbors and your friends go see Trotter.
Many traditional lenders often avoid financing business startups, business ownership transactions, and blue sky transactions. Not Custer Federal State Bank. They use programs to help meet these undeserved lending areas. Their preferred lender process even reduces submitted documents to the government agency, Farm Service Agency, small business, and rural development loans. Custer Federal State Bank can help with them all. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans are subject to credit approval.
Back to Loop City High School out of the timeout. 1:31 to go in the third. AM 36, ALC 21. Arcadia Loop City with the ball. They'll bring it the length of the court as AM backs off defensively and will pick up the pressure in the half court. Pass ahead to Holbert. Cashlin, top of the key now off to Kapuska. Kapuska will dribble to her right, swings it back left to Cashlin. Now Holbert with it. Jace puts it on the floor, sends it right side back over to Kapuska. Now it's Oxford at the top of the key, trying to drive on Safranik, out to Holbert. Holbert skips it across to Cashlin. 1:04 to go in the third. Cashlin looking inside, bounces it to Karkuski. Turnaround jumper off the mark, no good. A rebound pulled down by Hadley Safranik. Hadley racing to the other end. Oxford going with her. Ball knocked away by Holbert, out of bounds. It'll be last touched by Arcadia Loop City. And we have another timeout. Okay, 50 seconds left to go in the third. Back after this.
We desire perfection on is our vehicles. You want something that gets you to where you're going comfortably while looking great. Whether storm damage, deer damage, or insurance claim, take your ride to Rod's Body and Paint Broken Bow. They're the collision specialist. You should call 308-872-5346. Offering over 42 years of experience, they'll get you back on the road quickly without sacrificing quality. From dings and dents to full replacement and auto glass repair. Rod's Body and Paint, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
As we come back, want to say thanks to Viero Wireless for providing high-speed wireless internet to help us with our video stream this high school sports season, along with some of our radio broadcasts on KCNI KBBN. Special thanks to Viero Wireless helping us out again tonight. Kirsten Myers to Chandler, corner three, short, no good. Rebound, Safranek. Hadley not able to finish. Rebound fought for, and a foul will be called. And the foul's going to go against Cashlin, as that'll send Hadley Safranek to the free throw line. The first of two, no good. By the way, that was the 7th team foul against Arcadia Loop City in the half as Safranek misses the second. Rebound, Shaylin Safranek, and Shaylin will be fouled as Shaylin will go to the free throw line to shoot two. So AM crashing the offensive glass. That now the 8th team foul for Arcadia Loop City. So the rest of the way now, AM will be in the bonus. Free throw is off the mark, no good. Lindsay Luce coming back in for the Rebels as Karkuski will come out. Chloe gave Arcadia Loop City a good lift off the bench in that third quarter. Free throw by Safranek, no good, but Chandler chases down the offensive board, and then as she tried to secure it, she kind of shuffled the feet a little bit, dragged the pivot foot, and gets whistled for a travel. Rebels with the ball. They trail by 15 as we play out the final 30 seconds of quarter number 3. Skip pass over to Holbert. Holbert to Oxford, top of the key, off to Kapuska now. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Cashlin trying to drive by Myers, cut off by Miller, puts up a shot, deflected into the hands of Oxford. 16 seconds to go in the quarter. Oxford will send it over to Cashlin. Now it's Kapuska, swinging it to Holbert with 9 seconds to go. Oxford checks the clock, 5 seconds to go. Cashlin with 3, she'll fire, it's off the mark, no good. Rebound, Hadley Safranek, and that's the end of the quarter. We've played 3 here in Loop City. Your score, Anselmo Myrna 36, Arcadia Loop City 21.
The changing seasons are generally welcomed with open arms, but not in our homes. With the help of Mead Lumber, you can keep the chilly air where it belongs. Upgrading your home's insulation not only conserves energy and lowers your heating and cooling costs, it makes for better living with improved air quality, health, and warmth. Work with those who have pride in a highly trained team to help with your building and projects. The crew at Mead Lumber. Also, be sure to visit meadlumber.com soon.
Well, as we come back, getting ready to start the 4th and final quarter, I want to say thanks again to the Anselmo Myrna Seniors Club helping us with our broadcast tonight. They'd like to give a shout out to the Anselmo Myrna basketball team, wishing them much success throughout their season. Members include Cliff and Judy Klein, Mike and Carolyn Chandler, Mona Moselle, Jerry and Karen Safranek, Roger and Sharon Safranek, and Brad and Barb Bartok. The Anselmo Myrna Seniors Club wishing the Anselmo Myrna basketball teams the best of luck this season. So we start the 4th. Arcadia Loop City will have possession as the Rebels will look to chip into this 15-point advantage that is owned right now by Anselmo Myrna. Cashlin on the wing, finds Kapuska in the corner. Now it's to Oxford, dribbles to the high post, and now they kick it out left side over to Cashlin. Back to Oxford again as ALC continues to swing it around the perimeter. trying to attack this man-to-man pressure applied by AM. Kapuska trying to drive, cut off by Cooksley, throws it out to Oxford. Oxford will turn and face, dumps it down low to Luce, who goes to the rim, not able to finish. And the rebound pulled down by AM. Kirsten Myers dribbles through traffic, goes to the rim, puts it up, can't score. They fight for the rebound. It's Luce on the floor. And what are we going to get? Jump ball, maybe?
Yep.
I think so.
Yep, he just signaled it extremely fast. Well, what Arcadia Loop City has got to do now, Brent, stop looking for maybe as quality as shots. You got to get some shots up at the rim. Got to get more towards the bucket if you want to get back into it.
Great spin move by Jade Chandler. Missed the first shot, got the rebound, though, and cashes in on her second try. The largest lead of the game now for Anselmo Myrna, up to 17. Turnover, Arcadia Loop City. Claire Cooksley comes out of there with the ball for Anselmo Myrna. Kirsten Myers bringing it into the forecourt, being chased by Oxford. Goes to the rim and puts it up and scores. Kirsten Myers going coast to coast. Oxford back to the other end. Leaves it for Holbert. Jace thought about the three. Now Cashlin will shoot it. That's good. Haley Cashlin from deep. AM 40, Arcadia Loop City 24. Shaylin Safranik missed it inside. Rebound, though, Cooksley gives it back to Shaylin, and she will be fouled.
Well, that three-pointer for Cashlin and Arcadia Loop City is just what the doctor ordered. We're just talking about, finding a good quality shot. Now you might need to have to push quality aside a little bit. This Coyotes defense has been tough, and Arcadia Loop City's just got to start getting that ball up there towards the rim to give them some chances at some points.
Shaylin Safranik swishes the first free throw attempt. Second one, too strong, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Oxford. Ellie Oxford for Arcadia Loop City. Passes off to Cashlin as we've played about 2 minutes now here in the fourth. And Myrna 41, Arcadia Loop City 24 as AM forces another Arcadia Loop City turnover. And then as Macy Miller was trying to advance the ball for AM, Ellie Oxford and Jace Holbert reach in, force a jump ball, and on the possession arrow, Arcadia Loop City has the ball. They'll throw it in to Holbert, now Oxford. She'll turn and face, off to Cashlin in the corner. She'll drive and shoot. It's gonna go! She got it up on the rim, it fell through, and she is fouled. Cashlin having a strong offensive performance for Arcadia Loop City. Foul was on Miller, her second. Free throw is good as she completes the three-point play. Backcourt pressure applied by Arcadia Loop City. AM trying to break it as they send it ahead to Cooksley. A whistle and a reach-in foul against the Rebels.
Well, and Steve puts both of her hands to her face, kind of gives that shocked look, and that's a reaction to her receiving her fourth foul.
That is the 10th team foul against Arcadia Loop City. So AM in the double bonus the rest of the way. Free throw by Cooksley, short, no good. Arcadia Loop City trailing by as many as 19 in this half. They have now climbed back to within 14 as Cooksley will shoot it and score from the free throw line. Delaney Heil back into the game as Steve will come out. Again, AM backing off and picking up the pressure in the half court. Oxford sends it over to Hyen, who's back into the game now for the Rebels. Hyen deep on the wing, looks and now finds Holbert. Holbert crossover dribble trying to go by Chandler, kicks it out. Now it's Oxford who handles it. Oxford trying to go by Miller, off to Hyen for an 18-footer, short, no good. Whistle, foul on the inside, and it's going to go against the Rebels. Heil, I think. No? Or is this against AM?
It is.
Oh, the foul was against Anselmo Myrna. My apologies. Loose ball foul against Shaylin Safranik. That's her third. She'll come out as Kapuska enters it into Oxford. Now it's Holbert. Holbert back over to Oxford. Oxford one bounce, now skips it across to Kapuska. Kapuska will drive and kick. It's now Holbert who handles, and the pass taken away by Miller. Miller challenging Oxford, and she's going to get whistled for the travel. Good defensive play by Macy Miller, and then Oxford just made it really difficult to advance the ball and ended up forcing a turnover. 5 minutes left to go in the game. AM 42, ALC 27. Oxford lost it momentarily, but able to regain control. This is Holbert, deep three on the way. Back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Kirsten Myers. Kirsten showing a good handle, bringing it across against the pressure of Holbert. Now lost it a little bit, regains control though. Chandler gets into the lane, kick out Cooksley for a three, good! Claire Cooksley from downtown.
And that was a good job by Jade Chandler. Drove in, drew the defense to her, and then kicked it out to Cooksley for a nice look.
The lob to Heil, the catch and shoot, no good. Myers may have gotten a piece. Heil got it back though, gets it up on the rim again, can't finish. Rebound pulled away by Caitlin Jaco. Now Macy Miller at the other end. She'll put up the shot, no good. Rebound deflected into the hands of Ellie Oxford. 4 minutes left to go in the game. And Selma Myrna leading 45-27. Ellie Oxford gets the shot up, and on the shot attempt, she'll be fouled.
I like that aggression from Ellie. Last couple of times down the court, Arcadia Loop City is they're very good teammates for each other because they're always looking to create shots for each other rather than having their eyes look to the rim first for themselves. And that time around, I like the move that Ellie made. She went right to the rim immediately.
Free throw a bit too strong from Oxford. So now the second one coming. Free throw on the way, no good, missed it. And the rebound chased down by Kirsten Myers. Myers will send it ahead to Cooksley. Claire back out to Kirsten for a three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, Jaco put back, good. And now the largest lead of the game for Anselmo Myrna as they lead by 20. Hyen, deep two, that's off the mark, no good. They fight for the rebound, it's out of bounds. Last touched by Arcadia Loop City. AM ball with 3:29 to go. Backcourt pressure applied again by the Rebels. Hadley Safranek sends it over the top to Claire Cooksley and now gets it to Jade Chandler. Jade picks up the dribble, hands it off to Kirsten Myers. Kirsten, spin dribble to her left, hands it back off to Chandler. Chandler off the ball screen, takes a shot from 15 and nails it from the right elbow area. Another 2 points for Jade Chandler. Arcadia Loop City with the ball. This is Cashlin. Cashlin getting inside, putting it up on the rim and scores. Boy, Cashlin continues to have a strong game for the Rebels as now Kirsten Myers trying to break down the pressure with the dribble. And then as she tries to send it ahead, throws it away as AM turns it over.
Cashlin really likes the start and the finish of the game. In this one at least, she had 5 points in the first quarter. She now has 8 in the fourth quarter.
Ball loose, picked up by Cashlin. Passes off to Kapuska. Kapuska dribbling around traffic, keeping the bounce alive. Leaves it for Hyen, who will shoot. Off the mark, no good. Rebound will be fought for, but it's going to roll out of bounds, and it will belong to AM. Lindsay Luce back into the game. Jace Holbert comes back in. They'll join Kapuska, Cashlin, and now Chloe Karkuski on the floor for Arcadia Loop City. We'll set up the AM lineup for you here in just a second. Jade Chandler with it. Chandler hands it off to Kirsten Myers. Lobs it back over to Chandler, who breaks the half-court line. Chandler, nice bounce pass inside to Hadley Safranek, who lays it up and in. For AM now, Hadley Safranek, Claire Cooksley, Jade Chandler, Kirsten Myers, and Caitlin Jaco. Cashlin gets into the lane again, gets bumped, puts up the shot, no call, and the rebound pulled down by Hadley Safranek as we are under 2 minutes to go in the game. Lead pass for Cooksley. Claire to Kirsten Myers. Kirsten into the lane, puts it up with a left hand and finishes. AM 53, Arcadia Loop City 29 as we play out the final 90-plus seconds. Haley Cashlin sends it ahead to Lindsay Luce. Luce looking for the lob, and it's taken away in midair by Caitlin Jaco. Off to Kirsten Myers. We'll be getting some substitutions in at the next dead ball. They'll dump it down low to Chandler. Karkuski got a piece again. It's out of bounds. Last touch by the Rebels. Carly Bartok coming back in for AM. And we'll also see for the Coyotes for the first time tonight, freshman Riley Marsh. Chandler to inbound to Cooksley coming down the lane. Trying to dump it inside to Bartok. Taken away on a nice defensive play by Holbert. Over to Oxford now. Ellie will kick it back out to Holbert for a three. Got it! Chase Holbert from deep. And we've got 1 minute to go. AM 53, Arcadia Loop City 32. Open look. It's good. Coming in to knock it down. No, that was Hadley, wasn't it? Hadley Safranek knocks down the open jumper.
She's got 4 in this quarter to go with her 6 from the first half. She's hit double digits.
Lindsay Luce, cut off. Ball deflected by Hadley Safranek. Chasing it down is Oxford. Oxford will give it up to Luce as we near 30 seconds left to go in the game. AM looking to improve to 2-1 on the season. Pass inside to Luce, puts it up and in. Boy, you love the way Arcadia Loop City has continued to fight here through this fourth quarter. Dribbling through traffic is Marsh. Sends it over to Safranek. Good move to the rim. Layup good. And a timeout as AM going to get some substitutions in. Addison Priest will come in. And I believe Emily Bartok will come in as well as we play out the final 10 seconds. Arcadia Loop City with the ball. The lob for Karkuski. Going to go out of bounds. And the Coyotes will have the ball. 4 seconds left to go. Inbounds pass to Chandler. And AM will dribble it out. And that's going to do it. The Lady Coyotes improved to 2-1 on the season as they defeat Arcadia Loop City 57-34 will be the final. Jeremy will total up the numbers. He'll present them to you after these words on KBBN Radio.
In the number of points scored, in games won, and in championships earned. At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, in being there when you need us. In fact, 9 out of 10 people surveyed with a claim would recommend Shelter to a friend. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Shelter Insurance's auto rates are falling. See Agent Brent Custer for details.
A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping is proud of their over 25 years of dedicated service. And they look forward to having the opportunity to serve you with experienced, reliable service. Have some pesky cedar trees? They do removal. Of course, remember them when the weather warms up because a passion for landscaping runs in their veins. Rock beds, boulders, retaining walls, leveling, and more. A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping is proud to support the athletes of Central Nebraska by sponsoring this broadcast.
Septic emergencies are right up there on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squires Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units too. Squires Septic Service of Myrna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
Do you have a hunter on your Christmas list? Then do your shopping at Arrow Seed. Deer feeders, mineral supplements to promote antler growth, food plot seed mixes, and gun lights are just a few of the things available at Arrow Seed. For those wanting to make their own tasty treats, Arrow Seed carries a large supply of processing equipment and seasonings, as well as master-built smokers and grills. Gift certificates are also available. Stop by Arrow Seed today for great gifts for the hunter.
Are you having a hard time getting moving after your surgery? Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. If you have recently undergone surgery to your knee, hip, shoulder, back, or wrist, or having trouble doing the things you love, call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. With our highly trained staff in orthopedic rehabilitation, we are committed to getting you moving again. Call us at any of our locations close to you or check us out at myteampt.com 872-5111.
Friendly rivals, hometown pride, wearing your school's colors. Small towns are brought together cheering on their favorite teams. Agland ATV knows how hard the athletes and coaches work year-round and are proud to help sponsor the games of our customers and their kids and grandkids. We have built relationships with many of these families through the years and are proud of their success. Best of luck to all the local athletes from Agland ATV in Broken Bow.
872-3424.
Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow, 872-3424.
And we come back to wrap it up from here at Loop City High School. Jeremy's got the final numbers for you in our girls contest.
All right, let's first take a look at the home team, Arcadia Loop City. A scoring flurry there in the fourth quarter. It was their most successful quarter scoring the ball, had 13 points in the quarter, 18 in the half, compared to 16 total in the first half to get to their 34 points. They were led in scoring by Hallie Cashlin. She had 13 on the evening. 5 points for Karkuski, 4 points apiece for Lindsay Luce as well as Kaputska, and 3 points for Jace Holbert. 2 points apiece for Jessica Steeb as well as Ellie Oxford, and rounding out the scoring for Arcadia Loop City, knocking down a free throw, was Jessie Hyen. Arcadia Loop City really got control of their turnovers there in the second half, played a much more clean second half, pulled down more rebounds than they did in the first half as well in the second half. And Selma Myrna led in scoring by Jade Chandler. She poured in 19 this evening, also making it into double digits with Hadley Safranik. She had a great fourth quarter, scored 6 of her 12 points, actually a great second quarter and a fourth quarter, scoring 6 points in each of those quarters. 7 points on the evening for Kirsten Myers, 9 points for Claire Cooksley, 6 points for Caitlin Jaco. Also, I didn't keep individual rebounding numbers, but I'm sure Caitlin was right up there for the Coyotes. And 4 points for Shaylin Safranik, all coming in the second half for her. She even knocked in that exciting third quarter three-pointer. From the free throw line, Arcadia Loop City, good night from the free throw line, 8 of 12. And Selma Myrna went to the free throw line 24 times. They were only able to knock in 10, but their scoring from the field is what really propelled them in this game. Again, your final in Selma Myrna 57, Arcadia Loop City 34 here in the girls contest.
All right, Jeremy, thank you. And in case you joined us late in the boys game earlier tonight, it was Arcadia Loop City winning it 55-43, the final over Selma Myrna. That's going to do it for our coverage of high school basketball tonight. Again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors on radio and our live video stream for you tonight. That's going to wrap it up for Jeremy Scheib, for Trey Holbert helping us out with the video stream tonight. I'm Brent Apperson. Thanks for listening, everybody, and good night.
Our coverage of high school sports. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Also, a special word of thanks goes out to our sponsors who make our coverage possible. You, too, can thank those businesses by allowing them to be of service to you. Join us again next time for our continuing coverage of high school sports on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.